Sweaty ball sacks.
Sweaty ball sacks.
That was on the stream. Hi, welcome to the West March Guys live stream take 2. If you can believe it, we're actually getting more and more people. So we're trying to spread out. The whole point of the West March is to be able to play when you can with whoever you want. So here we are, proving the point, spreading out our week and adding new players each time and a few returning. Because come on, why not? Everybody likes to play D&D.
Some of us are sluts for D&D.
We're gonna kind of, so the way we kind of work it, just so everybody kind of has on the same page. It's all kind of 1 week of downtime. So if you've had your downtime, you've had your downtime, and if you haven't, and if you haven't done your downtime, I would love to hear if anybody has anything they want to do this past week. So you've been in the city of Asfa'eia. Our heroes have wandered their way from the reaches of the continent and made their way south, going on a few ideas and a few things that wanted to be accomplished with some knowledge. They found a nice wizard who sent them on a path. And after getting what they needed, they were told to come here, the center of Metaposse, the city of Asfa'eia, a smaller, quaint town used mostly for shipping in a pretty central area for the whole continent, or what's left of it anyway. Kind of proving themselves and learning about the culture and the sports here, Oppo. We have a bit of an up and coming, work relationship. So I guess I have to start with asking you, Etrian, what you've done this past week.
Still working on my poison kit, but stuck to mostly reading because I keep getting sick and passing out every time I work with poison still.
How many weeks is that now?
That's I think 6.
And what are you going for again? Just because it's
proficient in poisoning kit.
So like when you make poisons with the proficiency kit in the book for the poison kit, you have proficiency with it, and that's 10 weeks, right? We talked about that, so that's pretty. So you're almost there, right? A couple more weeks.
Yeah, I should be at 6 or 7.
You got to be keeping track. It's hard for me to do everybody's.
Yeah, okay, cool. I just got to find the page I have.
Any offshoots? Anything else you want to do? Talk to during the week while you do that?
At some point, I want to pull something out of the new gray bag of tricks that we found.
Oh, so those of you who are in our chat for the coast, part of what they did with the Raiders is brought the chest up. So we've opened the chest successfully, and they've gotten their reward for that island. And one of the things was a bag of tricks. So yeah, please, if you really want to, go ahead. Is Tech?
I would wait
in the player's handbook. I bet you it is.
I would wait until everybody's up and relaxing on the deck. I don't know what it's going to do.
Yeah, just give me a second. Let me find it.
Mm-hmm.
I think
wait till everyone's within like a 40-foot radius.
JT, I think I have it on the interwebs.
Okay, yeah. What is it? Oh, I got you. I see it. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Opening right now. Gray bag made of gray rust or tan cloth. So we'll say this is a tan one. It appears empty.
No, he said he specified it was gray.
Oh, it was great. Okay, so
it's a gray bag, yeah.
Yeah. Reveals the presence of small fuzzy objects. It weighs about a half pound. You can use your object to pull the fuzzy object from the bag and throw it up to 20 feet. And the object lands. So you just pull this fuzzy object out.
Yeah, and then throw it.
And you throw it. So roll a D8
like a Pokeball.
What is this? Is this a 90s toy?
No.
It's just a
Oh no.
What did you roll?
5.
This just seems.
And you watch as a dark black cat.
Oh my god!
At first you think it's Little Bite, but no, this is stranger. Right? It stretches into a large, long cat stretch as it becomes this. Takes a big cat yawn, blinks twice slowly, and looks right at you.
More of them?
Oh no, it's a lawn cat, enemy of day cat.
Oh, no.
And as soon as it sees the other two cats who froze on the deck, it just goes, poof.
No. Can I cast Dominate Beast?
It's friendly to you, so yeah, you can.
Oh, it is. Oh,
yeah,
so
the creature's friendly to you and your companions. It acts on your turn and can be used as a bonus action. So here's the thing.
We just
I'm
gotta-
only RPing it because it just saw a cat, but now that it like sees you for a second, it kind of fluffs down a little bit. It does that cat walk and starts sniffing.
I
I'm
just tell
gonna
it to
go up to it,
hang out and see if it makes
and-
friends.
boop the snoot.
You watch as it does that weird blink thing, kind of goes back, looks at you, Etrin, kind of awaiting what to do next.
Has it chase the other cats around.
As you tell it to play, it immediately turns around and just takes off around the ship.
Hell yeah! Now there's 3 of them.
And yes, well, at some point during the day, you guys look up and you feel a piece of drool hit your face, heavy neck, and you look up and you just see a black panther sleeping up on like the top
A
bar
panther?
mats. Like, you know how cats like sleep on the bars with the feet down.
A panther?
Yeah.
I mean, like,
I would like to call out who no, I'm actually not gonna say anything. I would like to sneakily like make
Don't
my
wake it up.
to like the railing and start looking around if anybody else is freaked out by this.
And as you look at the next mast and you see Little Bite sleeping on another mast, kind of parallel to it in the same kind of fashion.
Okay, fuck it. This is normal now. I'm just gonna go back to the wheel then.
So yeah, it stays to the next dawn.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all. I
and-
just wanted to use the new bag.
Yeah, no, love it. Anything else? That's it. Okay. Anybody else
No,
have any
no.
downtime they need to do? Finn. So
It's
I
been
guess
like 14
Finn, what does
weeks.
Finn do? How about you give the audience a little bit of a background? Finn's been gone for a little bit, so
Well, Finn's been on the ship. I mean, he is, I think, kind of under, like, I think Zilch is kind of taking him under his wing during downtime and like,
Oh,
uh,
that's just low.
yeah, like he's learning like, I don't know, medicine stuff. Like he can heal, but I think he's like learning how to become a healer,
so like practicing taking care of
Yeah.
ailments,
Study.
like practicing
Coughs.
medicine.
people who are sore, giving ibuprofen,
Mhm.
things
Yes,
of that,
that.
nature.
I'm not allowed to prescribe anything.
But like I can just recommend that you just take these on your own time.
well, what are you doing?
Yeah. Basically.
I love it.
So I have,
Right.
so Finn hasn't played in 14 weeks. Is that how much downtime I get?
It hasn't been 14 weeks in game.
Has it been 10?
What, there's an Excel sheet.
I don't know. What are you asking?
Can I just give him a,
How about if you play him twice consistently, I'll give it to you.
okay, cool.
Deal.
9 it is.
9 it is. Because I honestly don't remember. I'd have to go back. and count.
Like I thought that we were doing it so that like if you spent your time playing one character's downtime, like that was what you were doing, and like the other character's downtime didn't build up, it just started.
No, I
yeah.
think we're doing it where it builds.
Are we-
Oh,
Yeah.
whatever you guys want. I don't care.
We'll just have to keep better track of days and downtimes then. We'll come up with a solution. Don't worry, but put 9 for now. I'm not going to stress about it.
All right.
Conversation for another day. I think we lost us, Sheila.
A little bit.
No, they're
she-
back.
And the network drop. That's what I was trying to fix before it
Oh,
happened.
no problem. No problem.
Oh, it
Um,
looked like you were like trying to like make out with your camera. It was like,
Mhm.
Did Heavy Neck? Wow. Okay.
Really went for it right there.
Tune in for some live stream tongue action. So that's them. Sheila, you did downtime yesterday, correct? Same with you, Heavy Neck and Zess.
Heavy Neck gets I think 2 weeks.
Oh. Ew.
I
yeah,
think.
he was
Well,
not part
then-
of the Oppo.
Please. Yeah. Tell me what Heavy Neck's been doing in his downtime.
Yeah.
I think Talon would like to come.
Captain.
Heavy Neck. Go ahead.
He's been being captain and trying to be perceptive, so he's been working on his perception. But it's his expertise, so it's going to be a little bit.
I think at
But-
some point during the week, Talon's definitely going to come up to Heavy Neck and just say about the platinum ore.
Oh, you're gonna tell him? Okay.
Yeah, I think so. I think part of what Todd was gonna do this week is
All right. You keep that in your invent. Well, hold on. I'll just put it in my. I'll just put it in my thing. 1 sec.
well, I have it in my inventory already, but
Okay, cool. Yeah, then fine. You keep it there. And just
I would be like, hey, so remember where was I when I found this? Remember when we were in the library
the library.
with the dragon at the end there? I found this and I pull out like a big chunk of platinum.
That is that real?
Yeah, you see how shiny it is? It's been literally living in my bottom pocket in the fucking salt water, and it's still this shiny. It has to be platinum. Has to be. Anything else would have been tarnished by now.
Well, all right. I say we sell it.
I don't.
It's no
I wanna
good to
kinda-
us as a paperweight.
I don't know, man. I
We
feel like
can't
it's like,
keep this.
yeah, I think we should save it for a bargaining chip later on.
All right. I mean, that's fine. That's perfect. I mean, we got plenty of gold to get us so that we could stock.
I'm gonna
up.
I'm gonna keep this on me. I'll it's in case of emergency.
That's fine. You're responsible for it, though.
I'm gonna
all
like
right?
kind of tie it up in my like a piece of paper and be like, next time we get somewhere with a forge, I'm gonna get somebody to make this a little easier to carry.
But what if there's someone what if there's someone here? Have you looked?
All right. Well, let's ask around a little bit. Just
Well,
don't mention that.
I'm literally going to be going into part of my downtime. I want to try and go buy stuff in the armory.
Yeah, for sure. I assume you guys are gonna go shopping at some point. So
Yeah.
for sure. Well, don't bring it there. I'll just hold on to it. Find out though. Let me know if they can, and then we'll go.
Okay. Yeah. No, just perfect. That sounds great.
All right. All right. Anyway, it's just been on my mind. I'm gonna like wrap it back up, put it on my back. Just
All right.
seems weird. Seems weird.
Yeah. So just part of Heavy Neck's downtime is that since most of my crew was running around doing shit, I've kind of been hanging back, like just working on my perception, trying to keep track of them. It was great. I went and saw the Apple game. That was really fun. And I just wanted to like do inventory of like all the major places that I could, because I'm kind of looking to change up my weapons and maybe possibly make them better, and then maybe find some place to like sell some stuff I found.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, for sure. I mean, AJ, you're conscious of the places in town. Where would you like to head? Are you bringing anybody with you? I guess is a better question.
well, okay. So is this part
So
of
we'll
my?
say you've watched the
part of my
Oppo game, and the
downtime?
Oppo game is breaking up at this point. So just to put you in the city, so everybody's there, we'll say, Finn, you made your way in to check places out. Etrian, you came along and kind of just caught the end of this game. I mean, it was hard to miss. In the center of this, is this okay? I mean, is there anything you want to do on your own other than?
No. I just wanted to do 2
Okay.
weeks of
So
stuff.
as you guys are kind of like watching this matchup and noticing that the people from your ship are winning this weird thing, you watch these Dragonborn play on an island. Suddenly it kind of becomes real as the crowd starts to disperse, and however you left off, you make your ways off the field together. What do you guys want to do?
I'd like to. Heavy Neck's gonna run up and go, Sheila, that was fucking incredible. And then I'm gonna like just take my chain and just like be like swinging it over my head and like, yeah, can like pick me up.
Sheila's just gonna toss him
Right, so-
and then
and
catch him.
and then I just want to.
Or would you like throw a baby in the air?
I just want to get up, put me on your shoulder, like so I can stand there. So as I stand there, I'm gonna go, new Oppo champs, right fucking here. And I just want to like try and just like hype up to the crowd to see if we can just like get some sort of like more mayhem going. 'Cause, like I'm loving
roll
this.
a persuasion check,
All right.
or a general charisma. I'll give you persuasion if you have proficiency.
Persuasion. I do not have proficiency.
So I mean, it's the same as a straight charisma then.
Nice. 4.
You're like Oppo, and like kind of the whole place is, they're kind of over it, right? The excitement's
Oh,
done. They've already
damn.
won. People are already breaking up. You're shouting, You do notice as one person comes over, clapping slowly and seeing you on the shoulders. They go, well done. Well done. So this is the slippery bosom crew I've heard so much about.
Yeah, that would be us.
It seems that I owe you some money.
And you are.
They know me as Pothos around here.
Oh, you're the Porthos that we've been hearing so much about.
Interesting.
don't
I'm
look
gonna,
like they have
I'm gonna
any
jump
money
down-
on
I'm
you.
gonna jump down from Sheila's shoulder, and then put my chain back on my neck, and then like
Okay.
dust off my hands. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. Name's Heavy Neck.
Ah, Pothos, pleasure. We were the crew that worked with Caroline, am I correct?
Yes, we are. We came in not too long ago, and we saw that she was in trouble, and we helped out.
Takes a long, hard look over the crew of you. She's actually gonna make this roll.
Yeah, let me introduce my friends. This is
Ooh.
Filch. This is Fiera.
Oh, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Kind of shakes everybody's hands. Well, I'm having a dinner tonight.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I'm gonna be up at my place. It's
They're going to be fish.
you know my brothers at give me 1 second.
Driving Grove.
Names of maps. Names of
Trifa.
maps. What did you say?
Trifa.
Trifa. You know my brother Trifa. Go meet me at Trifa's tonight. Let's have a meal. I owe you money. I would love to get to know you and some of your crew. Maybe we can make up some deals. Do what you need to do today. I'll meet you tonight. Say 8 o'clock.
That sounds lovely. And I'll
Perfect.
just nod and be like, well, enjoy the rest of your day.
Kind of looks over at you, Zess, and goes, impressive, really impressive. Kind of just turns around and just walks away.
Well, that's quite a compliment. She seemed important.
What just happened?
Who was that?
I think we got invited to dinner.
Back
Trying
at
to
the
see
same
what
place we've been
the-
having dinner every week.
So, Train, I'm sure you would have heard this. You've been gone for a week, but you worked with Caroline, right? During this saving the fish last week. No, were you not there?
No, I wasn't on last week.
So the ship, and you kind of noticed this, was saved a bunch of fish and was owed some money from this Pothos. So
Okay.
she's somebody you've been meaning to meet. So just so you have a little background.
It actually raises more questions, but I can follow along now.
Understood.
Yeah, just
So,
save some fish.
Where were you heading, Heavy Neck? Did you want to go to too, since you're the crew?
Well, yeah. If anybody wants, I found this little place. It looks sign says Mindy's Marvels, and it I think there's like this really cute girl that runs it. So I kind of want to go check it out. Anybody want to
I-
come? Anybody want
am-
to come?
So in the business for some new earrings.
Yeah, well, it looked like there was all kinds of shit in there, but I didn't get a chance to like go in because I was trying to keep track of all you lot. But yeah, anybody else want to come?
Heavy
Yeah,
Nick,
let's go.
Heavy Nick, do you mind if I come with you?
Finn,
I just-
absolutely.
I
I didn't
just
even know
don't
you were
wanna-
there. Jeez.
I've spent so much time on the boat. I think I forgot where I was and what time. It just had the fact that I exist. I just would like to get off of the boat more often, and I think coming into town with you all would be a good idea.
I believe we're in town.
Okay.
Wait,
Because this
I
happened
thought-
this happened a little bit before on the ship before you guys headed out.
Oh, okay.
I thought
Yeah,
he
I
was
would've-
like part of the boat.
Part of the crew,
would've-
part of the ship, they say. Yeah. That
Nick
I
just
think that might
walks
apply
up
to
and
me.
He puts his hand on your forearm and goes, mate, you know
Yeah.
you can leave the boat whenever you'd like, right? You're not bound to the ship. You can leave it and like do your own thing. Like, what do you like? Do you like
Has it-
anything?
Has anybody been in town yet?
Well, it sounds like they've been challenged to a game that like Zilch is crazy about. So like we were gonna go watch it. You wanna come?
Yes, but has anybody been like? Is anybody worried? Are the Gith here? Like, I just really don't want that at all.
Heavy Neck just goes,
They haven't been on the ship, which is mainly why I've been staying on the ship.
I don't see any. So stop worrying. Get off, dude. You need to get off the ship. You're all up in your head. Come on. You're not. I'm not gonna get take no for an answer.
Okay, I suppose I.
I'll make
But
it a
if you're not going
command.
to take no for an answer, I guess I
I'll
twisted my
just
arm.
command it. So have fun.
Okay, we'll try to have fun.
I'm just kidding, mate. Just lighten up, and I'll pull out some tingle grass and start smoking it.
Does fun cost money?
What?
Does fun cost money?
Sometimes, if you want to have a lot of fun, yes, it costs a lot of money. But
Okay, I might need to get some money then.
no, don't worry. If you need some, you're part of the crew. You can have some of the that's your part of. We have like a boat fund that everyone has.
Part of the crew, part of the funds.
Yes,
Part
there
of
you
the
go.
funds,
So,
part of the fun.
so if you want something, you can ask to see if it's reasonable. You can't promise anything though. If you start promising gold we don't have, that's when you get kicked off.
Kicked off, as in kicked off of the ship
Not
permanently.
part of the
You're
ship.
not allowed on the ship.
Don't want that. So all
Yeah,
right.
so just don't
Sounds like we
promise
got a
more.
deal.
Exactly. So just ask first,
Is
right?
that food? I haven't had a good meal in a while.
Just
I mean, Sheila tries. I swear she tries. And bless her heart.
well, she does her best, but maybe we can find some in here. But we need to leave the ship to do that, and so
Okay.
you're not leaving the ship, and
1 foot in front of the other,
boom.
and we're off the ship.
So Finn, the first how did he take his first Oppo match? I mean, after being so skittish and just seeing this
I've
pretty
never.
aggressive beating.
Finn fucking loved the Oppo match, but flinched every time somebody misty stepped.
I like it. I like it.
That makes Boris even more ominous.
Oh, yeah, he is fucking terrified of Boris. Not of the big dudes, just Boris.
Nice. Cool.
Cool. So yeah, so you guys head over to Mindy's after the match has come down. Zess, you, Sheila, Etrian, you all kind of link up, and Mindy's Marvels. It's it's a small clay and wood home. There's a few small trinkets and a pretty bowed front window. The roof's not in great shape. Definitely needs to be repaired, but I mean, definitely has a sign out front that says Mindy's Marvels. Is worn, painted, but swinging and
Always
squeaking.
a good sign for a business that it definitely has a sign.
Yeah, exactly. So right,
Marketing is key, man. Branding is branding,
guys-
man.
just maybe keep it down while we're in here, and I'm just gonna open the door, and walk in.
Yeah. Ching ching, a little bell rings as you guys enter the store. It's run down. There's some trinkets and small, glass items on. You've been in those shops with the small crystalline figurines and things. It's warm for sure, and yeah, it's pretty small. There's nobody behind a little desk. There's a little shelf that sits with the glass top. There's a few small potions and things inside of a little glass shelf underneath what looks like an old cash register.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Right.
hold Atrian's hand because I don't really trust myself to be well behaved in such a fine establishment.
Why is she doing that?
So many things to touch.
Heavy Nick, why
Won't
is she
push
doing
anything
that?
off the shelves.
Is something
Yeah.
happening?
I
Can I guess-
have no self-control.
Yeah, she's just look. She's really.
This is growth. She
easily
recognizes it.
distracted. But it's only when Heavy Neck's here, which is funny.
Like this is yeah, but I'm you can tell she's kind of a little twitchy because there's so many shiny things and so many breakable things and so many things that could be knocked off of shelves, and
If you
it's
don't break
really
anything,
overload.
Needs
Roll
a-
if you
a,
don't break
um,
anything, I'll let you pull something out of the gray sack we just bought. or
Sorry,
found.
roll a Constitution saving
No.
throw.
Constitution, you said?
Yeah,
Don't you dare.
16. So though you're itching
What?
and twitching, you are able to keep your hands to yourselves and not smash any open items as of yet.
Hello.
Oh yeah.
Can I cast detect magic?
Oh, there you go. Good, smart.
Oh, yeah, of course you can cast it. And as you cast it and finish your incantation, she goes, Hello. Hello, people, shop goers. Hi, yes, I'm Mindy. Welcome to Mindy's Marvels. Anything I can help you with today?
Oh, you were the
Oh.
lady that was hollering at the poor blue man.
Well, I get excited. Okay.
Who's
Well,
that the blue man with the robot?
You probably had a good reason.
Yeah, it
right?
was like. boop, 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 boop.
So if you come here to buy anything,
I think it
Uh,
sounded more like.
Right over. Look, we're a very easily excitable group. So I'm gonna.
I can
No.
tell.
So Mindy, first and foremost, love your
Yes.
face. I have
Her
got
patience starts to grow thin as her answers become shorter.
look, we have plenty of coin, and I'm looking to kind of maybe get some more different weapons. Do you have any scimitars?
Scimitars. She kind of crosses her arm and looks at the group of you. And you watch as Finn, you watch a very similar spell be cast on her as well. As your spell finishes, notice there's a few potions in the case in front of you that pop up. There's some items in the back that seem to kind of glow a bit, and a couple feathers that are sitting on a shelf near you that give off a little radiance, as of course a few minor healing potions at this point. You know what those are, and some mediums.
I bet
And
she's got
she
some
also closes
marvelous
her eyes and
scimitars.
opens. Would you say again?
I bet she's got some marvelous scimitars here.
And you close your eyes, and she does the same thing, and she kind of looks over all of you and pauses for a second on your hook at your neck before taking her gaze away and saying,
So
"Yes, I may. Quinn, what are you offering? Prices are up now." She kind of like starts going in the back. I can get takes a lot to feed me at these points. So something that, and you hear like a clank, God damn, something like this. She walks back around the corner holding a scimitar. It's very shiny. You see some runes slightly engraved around the pommel, and it has a nice wire fencing issue. If you would look around the handguard, kind of hands it to you.
that looks nice.
However, this is a bit expensive. Where's my DM's
mean-
guide? Give me 1 second. Let me make sure I get my prices
I
right.
did lead with we have the coin.
Yeah, but she doesn't fucking want coins. So give me a second.
She said it takes a lot to feed her. I'm not entirely sure what that means.
Yeah. I'm hoping to find that out.
One more second.
Sheila's just gonna start passing a little strip of jerky down to Heavy Neck.
Sheila, but while she's like thinking, how much food do we have?
So long.
I've got a couple oranges that I brought for the game, and
Like, I think what she says that she's probably looking for like more than
It was
like,
about 750 gold pieces for this.
I got plenty of jerky.
what makes it so special, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, you see, it's my enchantment. It's pretty impressive, really. I put a lot of my time and effort into these, and you see,
well, clearly.
well, gold doesn't go as far as it used to, so.
All right, so that's fine. Do you have just like a normal scimitar that I can use in the interim? Because I'm really interested in this.
Oh,
but
she sees the jerky that you're kind of holding in your hand. She goes,
Oh yeah, I'm like already eating it.
Oh, I think we can make some sort of deal. How
I'm
much
just
more
gonna
that
pull
do you
out those
have?
oranges now.
Is that actually
Blown away
enchanted?
at this food that's starting to come in. She goes, "Oh well, I think we can work something out." Kind of just starts taking all of the food and just
Well, Mindy,
throws the sword back at you. And before you can even take it back off the counter, she's already putting it into a bag.
Mindy, if I may have something.
Cracks open one of the oranges and just starts eating it.
I may have something of interest for you. I have a ship.
Does.
That ship can go get things. Do you need? It sounds like you need food.
Is this the part where we're not supposed to promise things?
No, that's
kind of.
fine.
Well,
He's
food's
the captain.
We're still asking
Oh,
questions.
right.
food's been hard to come by for a bit now, and well, you see, I have magic items, and she kind of like gestures them back, and you
I'm
guys,
not interested in
and now that
magic.
you realize she's kind of put up a bit of a stone wall that's pretty thick that kind of blocked your magic at first, Finn.
Hmm.
But as you kind of like look around the corner and your slice of the pie of the door opens, you realize that there is a bunch of magic items back there. Like not super hard, but mostly enhanced +1 enchantments. She goes, I have gold. I just don't, I need to eat. It's
No,
kind of
that's fine.
pointless.
Just like how much do you need and how much for one regular scimitar?
Well, with this food, you can have it, and she hands you the +1 scimitar.
The +1 scimitar.
Yes.
Just gives it to me for that amount of food.
Well, I mean, I assumed you gave a bunch. Sheila said he pulled a shit ton out of the bag.
Yeah, I mean, she has a bunch, but I don't know how much we had to spare because I was not keeping track of that weight. But I'm willing to give her as much shit as she needs.
I assumed you gave her a lot, and she just kind of stole it, took it all, and went.
I mean,
"Yeah,
I
thank you
have
very
more
much."
back on the ship if you need more.
Well, I think this will be good for now.
You just swing by the ship anytime and you knock on the captain's door, and that's my door. That's where
Well, I do have some other things up for items, but I can't give it all away. Here, check these out. And she pulls up a couple black potions and a few feathers.
Those are cool. So JT, just so I'm clarifying, I do have a +1 scimitar now.
Yeah, you said she can
No,
definitely.
I'm just clarifying because it kind of
She spends her things. A +1 scimitar is not that crazy, man.
no, that's fine. It's cool.
It goes for about 300 gold. I'm assuming food being, rare as shit is worth a bunch. And she didn't ask; she just took it all. So as far as she's concerned,
That's fine. No. Do you have like maybe a place where I could poke around and like find like a place to make like some because I have 2 scimitars and I want to make like shoulder straps that go around my sides and then I can just put them on my back.
I could probably make that for you here. It might take me 4 days or so, but
That's fine. You can have all the time you need.
how
Do you
about
take-
how's 60 gold?
Absolutely.
Sounds perfect. I'll have it
And
for
I'm
you in a
gonna-
couple days.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna turn to the group like you guys can like find stuff you want too.
Yeah. Does she have any +1 armor or +2 armor? Studded
Oh,
leather?
I do. It's in the back here. What kind are you looking for?
Light armor, studded leather, I think.
Sort of leather +1. I think. And she like you. Oh damn it! Ah! No,
Do you
I got
have
one
any-
right here. And she pulls it out, and like as she pulls it out, it's kind of like it's a magic item, so it can't be damaged. But it's like, how armor's supposed to be folded like a shirt. It's kind of like folded flat, the other way. She like kind of like rings out. I've been holding on to this one. No one's really looking for this much lately, so well, for all the food, I can't really give it away, but I could give this for 150 gold.
That's not bad.
All right, so hold on.
What
Uh,
if
so
I
far-
spend before we leave? If would you give us a discount if do you have farmland here? Do you grow your own food at all?
Well, I don't particularly, but of
But
course,
do they here?
Yeah, of course. Apothos is in charge of that. She does the farming.
Oh, okay.
She
Because
charges
if you
the-
give us if we can get a discount or something, I can spend a day before we leave casting plant growth, which everything within a mile.
roll a persuasion check with advantage.
Ooh, I mean, he's
persuasion.
really good at what he does.
You said with advantage. It's gonna be one of those
Oh.
nights.
She goes, I'm sorry, I kind of gave the deal for the food. 150 is as low as I can go on this, but I promise you it's as best as you're gonna get.
That's fair. No one has any objections.
But it's yours. How much was it for the double strap thing with her?
60 gold.
60.
Okay. So I'm
You have
gonna
it.
I'll pull that out now and then hand it over. And you said 150?
150 for that. And then she goes, I have these potions of black tentacles. When you drink it, you get these tentacles that explode from your mouth. And
What?
when
That's
the
fucking
creature
insane.
enters
Oh,
this area,
LB would love that.
Way to bury the
You have
lead.
to-
Yeah.
success on a deck saver. There are 300 gold pieces a piece, but they're pretty sweet. And I kind of came up with it myself. I thought you guys would appreciate a little class.
Well, that sounds like it's fucking insane.
That does
If
seem like
I'm-
something the scary cat would like a lot.
Yeah, I don't know if I want her to have that.
Oh, she would love it so much.
I have a question for the DM.
Yes.
If I'm proficient in oh shit, now I can't remember what it is. Alchemists tools, herbalism, and almost poisoners. If I had potions, could I figure out how to make them?
If you have alchemy, it's an herbalist kit is what you need. Is that what you said, Jeff?
I have alchemist supplies and an herbalism kit. I'm
So
proficient in both.
herbalism is what it is. You can make potions. It's half the cost for the potion, and it takes. Hold on. There's a. I'll look it up. Give me 1 second.
We don't have to look it up now. I didn't know if
No,
that's
no,
something
it
you'll
takes
just
2
to figure
seconds.
out. Oh, okay.
Potions.
Sponsored by Jurassic Jerky. Jerky that is Jurassic.
We can always go back to the island and harvest more.
Oh, whatever. Yeah, but it's like half the gold, and it doesn't take. So yes, you can make your own potions.
Okay.
I'll find it.
Excuse me, Mindy.
Yeah. Yes.
What are these feathers over here?
Oh. Well, I don't know if you find yourselves falling very often, but if you keep this in your pocket, you once a day you won't. You only no not. Yeah, you can 1d4 times per day. You can not fall. You get the feather fall spell.
How much is one of these?
Oh, 250 gold pieces.
Oh, okay.
We can afford that, but I should just be straight with you guys. Where the boat funds are at 445 gold, and then we got 63 plat.
All right,
That's
I've
630 gold.
got
So we
10
got
gold.
around 1,000, 1,100.
Sounds right.
Okay, well
So-
I've got 10 gold, so never mind.
Come
Thank
back
you anyway.
let me know how it goes tonight with Pothos, and come back when you get a chance.
Know about that? How does everybody know about that?
Well, it's
It's
no
just-
secret when you win Oppo. It's not a big city if you've seen.
Well, no, I'm surprised. Sorry.
Well, don't be.
That's fine. And then how much for the feather?
250 gold.
I'll take the 250 gold out, and I'll purchase one for Finn.
But you don't have to do that. I would really like you to, though.
Yeah, so I'll take it out and go. Don't say I never did anything, and you
I
can
would
heal,
never.
you can heal, right?
I sure can.
Well, this should keep you alive then. So I'll just like pat him on the elbow because that's about the right height.
Thanks, Dad.
So yeah, Mindy, no, I'll totally be back to tell you how it went.
Oh, I'll see you in 4 days anyway. So
Yeah, like
thanks
absolutely.
so much.
Yeah, well, enjoy the rest of your day.
I'm gonna get to working. Anything else you guys need?
Much appreciated. Did you
All right,
need to
see
take
ya.
my measurements?
Just turns around and walks into the other room.
God, she's
She
so
kind of looks back out, takes her thumb. Nope.
Can I wink?
Like-
Just
Yeah, sure can. You see a hint of a smile as she disappears behind the beaded curtain that is the back room.
all right. I'll take what I can get and run. No, but yeah, Heavy Neck will just kind of like little pep in his step as he like skips out the door.
Oh, Heavy, look at you.
Yeah, look at this fucking scimitar. And did you see how hot like she was?
No, she wasn't the only sharp blade in there, huh?
Do you think that she picked up on the whole like I'm the captain thing with like the like where my captain's quarters are? Did you think she picked that up? Say this outside of the building.
I'm pretty sure everyone thinks like I'm the leader.
No, whatever you want.
I'll be honest. I thought Sheila was the leader at first.
That's I mean she's definitely the most fun, but she doesn't know how to sail a ship.
Wasn't Little Mike
No.
the captain at one point?
No,
I
she
think
claimed to be the captain for a brief moment, and then that was that.
Little Boy was for sure the captain for just a brief moment.
Oh look, there's this place called Tristan's. You want to go into this? And then Heavy Neck's just gonna like walk straight.
Walk away.
So you walk-
I was behaved in the store.
Yeah, Zazar,
And
you
I-
were great.
Was made a promise.
Back on the. You can't do it in the middle of town.
Okay.
What were you gonna do?
I
Oh, yeah,
feel
I'm
bad
already-
and let it. I
already
just give
got
her
it.
the bag.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't even say that because I wasn't there. I wasn't there.
I let her pull something out of the bag.
Oh
So
boy.
it's a D8.
It sure is.
Well, we figured out what motivates her.
Oh no.
That is a dire wolf.
Oh, you kidding?
In the center of town.
Oh my god, they're gonna try to kill it for food.
Oh no.
You're
They're
gonna.
gonna be so mad when it
Are
disappears.
you just walking? So you just walk out of Mindy's, turning the corner, and as Heavy Neck's walking into Tristan's, you go. Etrian kind of goes fine, and you reach out and just toss it behind. She's laughing as a giant, bony, hair patchy and gray dog that literally grows into this 7-foot tall giant wolf in the center of town. You watch as a blood-curdling howl echoes through the streets as literally
No.
everybody in the center of town stops what they're doing and looks at this dire wolf. And as soon as this finishes his howl, it licks his lips and looks right at you, Zess. As you hear an echoing scream of people
Oh
around
no, no,
you.
no, no. He's
As
very
people
nice.
just go, ah, and just start running away.
No, he's
Dude,
very
There's like kids in
sweet.
the street.
Love dogs.
It kind of like snaps a little bit at a kid going by, and like they just people are just running
They're
away.
just gonna, like,
You watch
walk
as
on, like,
two
Tell it to be
guardsmen
nice.
clad in armor come running around the corner with spears in hand, and they go, "Get back from the beast! Get back!" And they're gonna roll it. I think you're gonna have to roll initiative for your dire wolf.
Says you can tell it what to
So-
do.
Yeah,
So
I'm gonna
Wallace-
pop it on the little snout and tell it to behave.
So as they start to get ready, I will have you roll it. As they start to get ready and hold their spears, this cat Tabaxi walks up to this dire wolf, and they go, "No, back, back!" As you walk up, and just kind of give it a tap on the nose, and it goes, "Arr," and like puts his head down and his tail down, and looks up at you with the saddest puppy dog eyes just ever seen.
See, he's nice. He's very lovely.
The dog's just kind of looking at him. They look at you. They look at the dog.
We're going to die here, aren't we?
The dog's just looking right at you. Zess waiting for
All right, come on now.
you. Kind of walk. The dog just kind of the dire wolf kind of follows you to the corner as the relaxed attitude as they kind of from a distance go, "Is that yours?
It is now.
We have a leash law here in Asfa'eia.
Well, where do you sell leashes?
I don't know. Find a rope. Otherwise, we're gonna have to take it down."
Town
Well, fine.
to Trifus for food.
As you
I think I have some rope in my bag.
pull some hempen rope out and tie it around,
I
Kinda
take the
walk
bag
forward.
back.
one of them holds his hand out to the dire wolf, kind of gives it a sniff, gives it a little scratch. The dire wolf kind of puts his nose in. He goes,
He's well behaved.
"Well, keep that thing under control. If I hear any dog shit in the street, I know where I'm coming for." Turns
Yeah.
around and starts walking away.
It only
Very
exists for a
presumptive.
day. Is it gonna shit?
He doesn't know that.
I don't know that.
So anyway,
Trian's wondering now.
as Heavy Neck, you walk into Tristan's
Suppose
at
if you
this
don't
point.
feed it.
I assume that as the door closes, I hear all of this commotion happen, like just as the door is closing, and I'm gonna pause for a brief moment, like to turn back and go, "Nope," and then just continue to explore what Tristan's has to offer.
Yeah, so you watch, it's a blacksmith, right? I think so.
Yes.
And he's just hammering away. The forge is hot, middle of the day, plenty going on, and kind of mid swing sees you walk in. He goes, "Oh, oi, welcome to Tristan's."
Hey, what's going on?
Nice
Maybe
to meet you."
Heavy
He like
Neck.
pulls his goggles back and pulls the mask down. He's got like a leather apron on that's all poxmarked and scarred.
He's got a handout if you want to show it.
Oh yeah.
Where is it? Oh no, I'm a player. I forget. So obviously you work with metal. You like I've got a few pieces of like armor, and I've got 2 weapons I can sell.
Oh, let me take a look at that. It's kind of
All right, so I'll pull out my rapier that I'm no longer going to use, and then 2 daggers, and then a set of studded leather armor.
oh. Okay.
Honestly, I'd be glad to get rid of this shit. So, to be honest, I'm not going to even haggle. How much do you want for it?
Wait a second. The best part of D&D is looking shit up in books.
Gee.
Only there were a thing called the internet.
I
Best
know.
part of D&D is looking at me.
Weapons and armor, right? That's what it's under. I forget. Oh, I can't find it. Well, I don't know. I'll look it up later, but you know what they go for. I'll give you the gold for them. Give me 2 seconds. I'll find it.
You just name your price. I don't give a shit.
No, but there's a number for it, man. It's not. like a big
250
secret.
gold.
There's like, anyway. Give me 1 second. I don't know. I'll figure it out later. We'll say 10 gold for now.
10 gold for all that.
15 for all that.
All right, now I'm haggling.
Well, not see. Let me look it up. There's an
No,
actual price.
No, I'm just kidding. I'll take 15 gold pieces for now.
Well, I'll figure it out. Yeah.
You think you might be able to? I'm gonna pull at my my collar. I'm gonna show the studded leather armor that I have already, which is pretty much just like a vest that like comes down and like wraps around like my whole torso and then just tucks in. Think you could make this shit a little better?
Oh, Mindy's would kind of do that.
JT, what prices are you looking for?
Weapon and armor.
Studded leather armor goes for 45 gold.
All right, so there's that for studded leather. What's what else were you selling?
A rapier, 2 daggers, and that's it.
Rapier goes for 25. Dagger goes for 2 each.
Perfect.
At cheap, I'm just gonna hold on to these to give to Tom to throw.
Perfect. And he takes the studded leather you hand him and goes, oh, to add a little bit more, that's kind of a magical. This is the best I'm gonna make.
Oh, all right. Well, that's fine. Well, you know, that's all I really got. Say, you know Mindy?
Oh yeah, I do. She works pretty closely with me when it comes to. I mean, that's the thing is, it seems like you just came from there, and I mean, I could take this +1, but I'd be end up working with her to make it anyway.
No, that's fine. Look, I'm gonna shoot straight with you. I came in here looking to offload stuff, and so Mindy, what's she like? Is she like what kind of things does she like?
Oh, kind of gets excited. So you have a thing for my sister. She likes weird things. I don't know. She's always been into creepy stuff.
Creepy stuff.
Yeah, things that I don't know, kind of dark. It's just not my style.
Well, clearly your style is much better suited.
Exciting.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so she likes creepy stuff. That's good to know. All right, so anyways,
I have silks. Do you want some silks? You got like and it goes back and starts pulling out a few robes that would fit Gnomish. Ooh, this would look good on you. Kind of holds up a robe to you, Finn. It's pretty well made.
Yeah, I think that like just drape it along with all the other.
I don't know. He takes like a big like cape and throws it up over Sheila. This is perfect size, and he kind of like hangs it up. It's like a nice crimson and gold like cape that hangs down your back, Sheila.
You got a captain's hat? Something that says I'm the captain?
Nothing for your size, but I think I can make something.
Do you think-
Do you have one for my size?
No, but something
He
for
is the
you. She
captain.
goes,
Have you got silks in my size? And how much would they cost?
oh, I think I do. What colors are you looking for?
Oh,
Oh,
good
let me
question.
check this. And she kind of like gets 2 pieces of fabric out. One's black and one's silver. And she kind of like mixes them and puts them together and like wraps it over your back and kind of like Takes out a measuring tape. I think I can make this perfect size. Are you looking for like a cloak?
Looking more for just robes.
I think I can make you a robe. What color?
I-
Yes, this size.
you
That'll
know-
be 10 gold pieces for a silken robe.
Now that I think of it, I am rather partial to a violet.
Fine.
Purple's a good color.
Kind of goes in back. Come with me. Turns around, starts walking to a back room, and kind of expects you to follow.
Okay.
As you go in, there's like kind of rolls in like a corner, and like most of this back is metalworking and different types of hard iron that you can see the forge. But in this back corner, there's just a shelf of different kind of fabrics. And he points to one right near the top, and it's like the darkest purplest violet you've ever seen.
Oh, that is lovely.
Call it midnight. What do you think? Maybe a little black on the outside.
Could you do a little blue on the outside?
It points to another one. I think I can make that. Come back in 2 days. I'll have it whipped right up for you.
10 gold?
10 gold.
You want that now?
Uh,
I have that now.
Kinda
I can
looks
gi-
you
I can
over.
give it to you. I don't know if I'll have this in 2 days.
how about 7 for looking so fine at my establishment?
I will rep your establishment finer than anyone has ever repped your establishment.
Deal. 7 gold. Takes it, puts it in his pocket, and immediately starts cutting a piece of fabric off.
Nice.
This guy seems to really like compliments.
Oh, I can't wait to not be wearing tattered rags. Oh my goodness.
Oh, I thought that was a choice. Oh, but then again, you didn't really know to get off the ship. No, I should have known. Yeah, you could change clothes too, right? And buy new ones that like
I
They
haven't
don't
ought to
smell.
like
I haven't changed my clothes in
don't
a very
cheat.
long time.
I thought he was a prisoner.
No, oh my god.
Really
More-
confusing walk around town.
honestly, more or less.
What do you mean? You had so much freedom, you could have left whenever you wanted.
Oh no, I mean
On
before
a slave ship.
before I met you all, but that's another story.
Oh,
Sheila's
Alright.
gonna tap her hand on Heavy's shoulder and be like, Heavy, like, who's this homeless guy following us around?
I don't know, but we should lose him before we have to go to Popos'.
Sorry about that.
Oh my goodness, people are gonna think I'm a real mage.
Oh yeah. Oh, and you're gonna look good for Pothos. Pothos.
Yes.
So anything else you guys want to do today?
No, now that we're all
Well, I need to get
Maybe
a
next
leash
all
for
done.
my dog.
I thought
Tristan's like, oh, I think I can do that. You won't need leather made?
I'm just gonna pull out my 50 feet of rope, just give it to her.
So you don't want to spend. It's not going to exist all the time. So you don't want to spend that much money on it.
Yeah.
I can make up a fancy collar for you.
Well, what if tomorrow I have a different dog?
Or a
and
different
it needs a
animal.
leash?
Excuse me? No, a dog is a commitment.
There you go.
It could be a weasel.
You can't just
make
get
one
rid of
that's
it. You
adjustable.
realize a dog can last up to 10 years. You can't just throw this out. You need to take care of it.
no,
Not
one,
this one.
no one would think. No, just take the rope. It's
Strange bunch. Anyway, let me know if you need anything else. I'm going to get working on your ropes.
Kristen.
Thank you so much. I'll see you in 2 days.
2 days. So yeah, so you guys make your way back. Anything else you want to stop in this city? Otherwise, you can just get your.
I mean, how much time? I mean, if there's like.
I don't know.
time-
It's like it's probably late in the afternoon. Probably dinner's in a little bit. So
Yeah, so let's just head on. Yeah, let's just go down to the Thriving Grove.
yeah. So you make your way to the.
I
at the
haven't
rate-
met this Kristen yet, or Trifa yet.
You make your way in the same building. It's got the plants that are all over the place, covering the sides. They really add a lot to. Where is it?
Ambiance.
To the ambiance of the place. No, it really does. It's warm. It's busy. You guys, you finally get in. There's a long table in the center that's all set up. Pothos is already sitting at the head of it. There's a couple of hors d'oeuvres spread out, a couple candles. She goes, please sit. Nice of you to come join me.
I'm gonna cozy up right next to Pothos, like the seat next to her.
Easy enough. The rest of you take your seats respectively. Trifoot comes out, bringing with a lot of fish. This meal that you're about to eat consists of a lot of fish. There's a few.
Yes, please.
There's a few fruits that were brought that you guys dropped off. A couple dried salted meats that add a little bit of extra flavor to it, and very little greens, from what you can tell. But otherwise, it's laid out. And Pothos goes, "Friends, welcome. Thank you so much for coming to Asfa'eia in our time of need. I'm not entirely sure what brought you here, but I see what you bring and what you're capable of.
We're very capable.
Those apple fights. Well, you see," and she like starts cutting her meat. It really kind of displayed what type you can be, what type of people you can be. And I'm hoping that you may be able to help us. Now, we can pay.
All right. I mean, and we can do things.
Yeah, well, tell me a little bit about yourself. Where are you guys from? What?
Oh, we're from a bit all over, a bit of a ragtag sort of melting pot of cultures, all coming under one.
Came out of a bag 30 minutes ago.
I assume the direwolf isn't
Well-
here with you at the dinner.
The direwolf would not be let into.
No, if you tried to bring him in, we can RP that, but they were. Not.
Discrimination.
I'm sorry, we don't let pets in here.
Large.
He isn't a pet.
He sure looks like a pet. He's got a collar and he's peeing on a water well.
Well, sometimes
drink
you
the
have to
water, check.
pee too.
I know. And I use the bathroom like a person or a humanoid.
Well, that doesn't make him a pet.
I'm not budging on this, and turns around and walks aside.
Cesaria, you're not bringing the dog in.
I'm gonna like tie it off to like a light pole or something and give it like a bowl of water.
Like I
It-
said,
I mean,
Tiny little
there's
bowl
no
of
worries.
water.
Nobody's going anywhere near this fucking thing. So
So
it
I don't want it to just wander off.
laps up and lays down and falls asleep as you guys make it. So anyway, so Father's just addressing the group. So tell me about yourselves, please. I would love to know.
well, like I said, we're a bit of a ragtag crew, but we
I've
do
never
have
heard of this slippery bosom before.
looking for a place to kind of set up for a little bit and restock our supplies, but it seems that Asfa'eia doesn't really have any.
I see you've come to the wrong place to restock. We have gold. We have things.
Gold is fine.
We just don't have food. Oh, speaking of gold, I think there's some payment in order. Hey, if you would, Tristan or Trifea and Trifa comes out and puts in front of you, Heavy Neck, a large bag.
All right.
Tring.
I'm not gonna count it in front of them because that's a
You pick it up, it's heavy. And
Oh,
you
no.
notice in there a bit of platinum as well as gold. She goes, you see, that amount of fish you brought in, I don't think you understand. You've made it so that we can survive here for some time. Now, if you're looking for some things to do and some gold to be made, I think I can help you if you are willing to help me.
I could
But-
use some gold.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, Pothos. I kind of like it here. I like what you have here. As I mean, it's not a grand city, but it's definitely a home, I would say.
He
And
snickers and looks down, laughs. It's okay. It's all right. We make it the
Well-
best we can, but the Green Basin is drying up. Well, if
Is
you
this-
really mean well, you can start and help us with something.
well,
Something
I
to
was
really
thinking
prove that.
it sounds like you have some things that you'd help with. Why don't you just lead with that?
I do.
Because, like you said, we are a capable bunch.
Well, I have a ship that's been missing.
Do
Yes, Bistar and Via Macchiana never showed up. They sent a few ships. They have a surplus right now, and they've been meaning to help supplement for a little bit of enchanting and what we have to offer. And well, we haven't gotten any of them. She said 4 have left. Just one within the past week, and it doesn't take that long to get there.
Mm,
I haven't heard sight or sound of
they're gone
them.
missing.
Seems to have disappeared. Now, I'll tell you what. I think if you can find out where this boat went, maybe what happened to it, and recover a bit of the food, at least we have an idea of what's happened to our shipments.
Well,
The boat's name is the Calm Before the Storm. We left.
It's a interesting name for a ship, but
It's must have been coming way south of Itzo Dragona.
Interesting name for a ship.
it's a Dasan.
Dasan.
Yeah.
So Dasan. And you know,
Hey Sheila, do you got the map with you?
Yeah.
Can I pull out the map and go? Would you mind showing us where that is on this? And it's like it's basically
I'll put
the
you guys on the Octagon map.
Octagon map.
Yeah, I might as well put everybody on it. If you wanna.
Sheila,
you
that's
just-
wild. You just carry the maps around like all the time.
Do you
It's-
see how big I am and how big my fanny pack is?
It's huge.
Lots of pocket space.
Does
You
he
can
always
fit
just use
so
you like a
much
mule?
shit.
Look, Heavy, get in it real quick.
No,
Great
they
to go
don't
to
have
movies
a-
with you.
JT, they don't have a world map. They just have an Octagon map.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah. I mean, they may have a world map. I just don't remember getting it. So for right now, I know they have just like the Octagon.
Where is it?
They got it from Loradas.
I know.
believe.
I'm trying to find out where is it. Oh, there it is.
Could you point that out for us?
Right there from this area.
Right here? Okay.
Yeah. So,
All right.
yeah, if you could sail out with your ship, find out what's happened to it, come back to me with some information or hopefully some food. And
Well, you won't find a ship any faster than the slippery bosom.
well, come back when you find out more.
Always
If
say
you
that
want
at
to
least.
leave some of your people here, that's fine. It shouldn't take you more than a couple days.
Convenient
Um,
because there's not really any way to disprove it.
What was that?
It's convenient because there's not really any way to disprove what he just said.
Mm, mm. Wow.
It's
Trust
like
me.
it's kind of like faith and like a deities and stuff.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
you can't.
I don't know.
disprove
I
it,
don't do
so-
much in that. If you have deities, you must talk to the Church of Eldath. I don't deal with it.
Oh
much.
no.
Oh,
we got
you too?
Eldath
Really?
on the ship.
Not mine.
Plenty of her.
God, everyone.
It seems
Well,
we
She must be
might-
very powerful.
Please, I have some.
very powerful.
I have a few mushrooms and a few things extra I can give you.
Well,
Yes.
A few green beans I've kept to the side, but
Pothos,
yes.
to be honest, I don't want to take any more from you people right now, at least, especially in a time like now. So you could forego at least the niceties with me. I'm
Well,
full.
that's fine. I appreciate what you've done so far while you've been here.
I like I said, we're probably gonna be here for like maybe like a couple weeks, 2, 3. So
No problem. I'm happy to hear it. I will. If you have any questions about the area, I'm happy to tell you. And if you ever find out information, let me know. Otherwise, just come back to me and you find out what happened.
yeah, I mean, if you could just point me in a direction of
I kind of did already. You saw the map.
well, no, point me in a direction of who could, someone who could point me in, like, is it good waters? Which one's to sail? What's the best way to get there?
Oh, I would go to the docks, but I'm not sure if you find anybody who sailed that far out. Most people are pretty afraid nowadays. They don't have enough supplies to make a trip, if you know what I'm saying.
All right, well, we'll figure it out. Thank you. And then and Heavy Neck will just happily like bullshit with her and eat until.
Yeah, I mean, you guys talk and eat into the evening. The fish is a plentiful as of right now, so you are
Right.
able to take as much fish as you like. Otherwise, yeah.
No, that's it. Like Heavy Neck just wants to enjoy himself and then take it all in a little bit. Seems like there's, just like a weight to these people. But yeah, that's it.
Anybody else want to do anything while they're at dinner? Any questions you want to ask?
Can I ask about the farmland in the area?
Oh,
Like how
yes,
much or where it all is.
Oh, it's outside of town, pretty far north. It's pretty getting dry. You think you can actually do something for it?
I might, if I want to spend a couple days casting plant growth, I might be able to double the yield of at least a mile's worth in a day,
Oh,
and
wow,
however
that
long it
would
normally
be
takes in a row.
unbelievable. Let's.
JT,
Well, if you're not going to leave till tomorrow afternoon, if you want, we'll get some fish salted up and broken down so you have something for your trip. If you want to spend the day up, I would happily show you where my farm is. A mile radius. Wow, that could really change.
JT,
can-
Yep.
JT. For note, Brian would have this a background event would have been Brian would have already hand delivered the jug to Pothos. So she
Oh,
would
that's
also,
right.
so she would also have that fresh.
Oh,
just-
yes, of course. Oh, you brought the jug from Loretus.
Yeah, that was us.
Oh, I'll show you my contraption I've come up with.
Sorry,
Listen.
lead.
I've come up with a way that I think we can actually use it for more than just water. I'll show you tomorrow. Come out to the fields before you leave. We'll dry up some fish tonight and get you all packed up.
All right, sounds good.
Cool. So, I mean, the evening goes by without a hitch. Otherwise, you guys do everything you need to do and get a long rest, as far as I'm concerned. The next morning awakens, and if you want to make your ways out north, far into the mainland on the cultivation fields, Etrian, you find Pothos. She has the largest homestead out there. I mean, assuming because she's in charge of it. It's pretty much right on the main path, and she greets you at the door. Your spell takes 8 hours, right?
Yeah, it takes.
So she takes you
yeah,
to the
8 hours.
center of the most fertile fields they have within a mile radius that they know they can get the most water. And she takes you all out. And if you check it out, she goes, check this out. And she's constructed, or in the middle constructed, what looks to be a water tower. And it's about 60 feet high. And towards the top, you watch is where they're putting the jug. So it kind of sprays, it's being built. And underneath, you watch where it's been channeled down. And the water where it runs out hits a water wheel. And it runs a bit of a mill that then flows into the trough that they use to water the plants and flood the different fields. So they're kind of coming up, with a bit of a contraption system. And she goes, right about here. This is where we'll be able to water the most from the center, and this is a mile in every direction. So if you kind of want to concentrate here, I think I can kind of spread out everything.
Okay, then yeah. So I follow that and then just hang out there for the next 8 hours.
So as you guys, and during those 8 hours, she like blows you up with a bunch of salted fish and smoked fish. I don't know if you guys have ever had that in real life, but it's food.
It's something.
Some people love it. She's like
I
chowing
love
on it. Her breath just smells of like dried fish.
I mean,
The worst
I'm a
tuna in
cat,
the microwave you've ever
so
had. Oh yeah, you'd love it.
loving it. Gonna find some like nice soft dirt and like
Love it. Dig a little high a little bit for later.
That's-
oh no, I'm taking a shit.
Oh,
All right. I would
We're all
like to,
helping however we
I know
can.
it's a world that we're building, but you don't have to RP every part of it.
I'd like to, before we leave to get on the ship to head out and actually sail in the direction for this missing ship, I would like to compliment Pothos on her ingenuity and just kind of promise her that, like, we got we'll figure this out. Like we're here to help. Is like the thing I'm trying to convey.
Well, come back with some food or tell me what happened to this boat, and I think I'll believe you.
All right. So as Heavy Neck turns away, he's just gonna go, I'm here to help. Am I a fucking good guy now? What the fuck? And he's gonna have like a little just like why did I just say like what? He's like, I have a
But you
crisis.
like
of
the pretty
conscience.
lady.
Heavy, you're talking to yourself and we can hear.
Yeah, I know. What?
You're riding on my back, Heavy. I can hear you.
Oh, it's just
That's all right. Talking to yourself is a sign of genius, actually.
Heavy, it's okay to feel good about
Among
yourself
other things.
sometimes.
yeah.
So easy enough. As you guys unfurl the sips and the sails, leave anybody who wanted to stay on land at the Stargazer in for a couple
Anybody wants
days.
to stay, but I need Talon.
Tolland, Zess, Etrian, and Sheila, Finn, obviously you all are going. As the ship takes off and sails westerly towards the straits, I think it's a good time to take a break.
Yeah, I'm down.
7:40. Yeah, we're about halfway through or so. Stay tuned. We'll be back in a couple minutes. See what happens when they go find out what happens.
We go sailing.
Stay tuned.
Woo.
Sailing.
Across the
Running
sea.
on my fantastic
Um,
voyage.
While we hang out and are still on the stream waiting for tech,
Yeah.
I think I'm enjoying this stuff. Oh yeah, we're ready.
Falsack.
Hi, welcome back to the final section of our long double day live stream.
Double dipping.
Thanks for staying tuned. So the sails are up, full mast, heading west. The first day seems okay, though the clouds are getting a bit grayer. You head a bit southwest, making your way out around the north. Now, as you go to Octeon, you're kind of going against the current.
Yeah, it sucks.
Everything kind of flows in from the west, makes its way around to the east. So as you head south, it's not so bad heading to Mattaposse. You guys kind of get a glimpse of your old stomping grounds, and you swear you see a piece
that is
of
hell.
earth comes cascading out and splash in, and you realize, oh, nope, going to go around that.
I am not getting fucking 15 miles from that fucking island.
And before you know it,
50.
first night goes by. Talon takes the wheel. The masts are down at half mast, just keeping the rudder running.
Yeah.
Day 2, it starts to get a bit rough. A storm starts coming in. The closer you get to Itso Daslin, the worse the weather gets. You guys are kind of running a skeleton crew because a bunch of people decided to stay back on shore. So as you start working your way, sheets of rain start to come down, almost like you were ready for it. The whole ship starts to rock in buck as the 5 of you are starting to get control. And I'm going to do a bit of a skill challenge to see how well you can get this ship through the storm as you're going against the current. So what do you guys want to do during the storm to see to get it? You need about 5 successes before 3 failures.
I would like to stand at the helm and use my perception to start calling out the most important tasks that need to be done right now. So like, you know, like making sure, like, you know, the ropes that are tied down that need to be tied down are there. The sails are completely down once the storm really hits.
Okay, make a persuasion check. To see if you
Persuasion.
can, yeah, or I mean, what were you going for?
Perception, because I'm looking for the most
I
important-
was thinking more telling people what to do, but okay, I see what you're saying. You're kind of trying to see.
Whatever, however you want to play it. I'll do.
No, I'm okay. Go ahead. Give me perception. That's fine.
Okay.
What? 15.
Yes.
Just pass. As
Nice.
you start to notice things that are rocking around the ship, you notice that a rope breaks loose from the main mast. No, Dolan, tie it down. Next thing you know, and another one starts, a winch starts to unspool, and you grab on, lock it in. Give me someone to lock this in. And slowly,
Pull
the
that
pieces
rope, Talon, get up there.
start coming together. Okay, who's next?
Sheila is just gonna start picking up the heaviest stuff and tying it down so that it doesn't capsize us.
Okay, roll me an athletics check.
Oh boy, she loves those.
17.
It's not so much everything as it is the cannon that you have recently kind of started figuring out how to use. Suddenly breaks loose of its ropes and just starts sliding as fast as it can. And you guys all feel as the ship entirely lurches to the side. Heavy Neck, with your perception check, see it, Sheila! You almost jump out and grab the wheels, halting it from spinning and dragging it against the waves, bringing it up and righting the ship as you start flashing it down, keeping it. Who's next?
I'll do survival check.
Okay, so somehow Finn has ended up at the wheel, running this thing and trying to figure out to break its way through the waves. Go ahead, roll me
What
survival.
was I doing leaving the wheel? Sheila, why were you doing this?
Oof.
Ooh, natural.
Why did you?
one.
What were you doing? This is
Suddenly,
this is
I
so
mean,
fun.
Finn, you
Just
think you
trying
know
to
what you're
save
doing.
us.
No,
I
don't
feel
care,
like
this is
Heavy
so
Neck.
fun.
I feel like Heavy Neck ran off to go do something, and then Finn was like, "Oh shit!" And then Misty steps up to the wheel and like tries to like control
you
it
go to
because
pull
nobody's
it,
there.
It's not that you, it's not so much. So the ship was starting to spin, and it wasn't so much that you didn't stop it as so much as the wheel just broke in front of you. And 3 or 4 or 5 of the different handles to spin it just snap off and it spins anyway, almost knocking you on the back. You take
Oh boy.
1 damage as you get smashed in the face with one of the rungs, and the whole ship lurches to the right. Everybody gets thrown sideways, and you guys take on a giant smash of water as the hull starts to crack a bit in the front.
No.
Who's up next?
Can I do a nature check and try to like get an idea like which direction the storm is like moving from, so we can try to get ahead of it?
Yeah, okay, do it for sure. I love it.
That's a 9.
You're like, Finn, this way, and try to grab the other side of the wheel and start pulling it, and you kind of push the ship in the wrong way. At this point, a giant wave comes crashing over the bow of the ship. You watch as the front railings smash into each other, and part of the sail unfurls from the water smashing into it, and the ship kind of lurches the other way from the wind catching it now. Dude, what do you guys get? What's next?
I'm gonna cast control water and try to part the area around us.
So for sure, roll me. What's your spellcasting ability modifier?
Hold on, I know this one. Wisdom.
What is it? What is it normally for your spells? Plus what?
Oh, I don't know that.
It'd be like for a fireball or whatever, a cantrip. So
no
it'd be the same
fireball. No firebolt.
You know what I mean?
Plus 9. My
Plus 9, that
cantrips are
sounds about
plus
right.
9.
Yeah,
Okay,
it sounds
then
about right.
plus
Plus 9. So roll me plus 9 with advantage. Using a spell to help right the ship.
Roll a d20.
D20 plus 9 with advantage.
Okay. So that's not great.
Thank God. Oh no.
That's not right. Oh, an 8 plus 9?
What
Yeah,
happened to the
What is that?
algorithm?
A 16 that passed?
16.
Yeah,
Okay.
16. That's all you need a
Terrible
15.
rolls.
No, no, that's why you have a plus 9. So suddenly after it washes, you guys kind of realize you're in a storm, but suddenly the entire boat just stops. The wave that smashed over the thing brings itself back up, and within the 300-foot around radius around you for the next, how long does it last?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Suddenly the ship just rights itself, and you watch as how does it look? How is Etrian concentrating on this spell while the storm is raging to keep this boat safe?
I'm up at the front, and I'm just kind of like with my arms out and just straining a little bit, and I look back, and I'm kind of like, sorry, I forgot.
Why
As
the
you
fuck
do
are
this-
you apologizing?
As you do this, Talon is gonna look up and go, hold that for a minute, I think I can help. And he's gonna use what he can to climb up the mast during the storm, during the steadiness, and try to use his acrobatics to tie up all the broken sail that he can. So he's gonna make his, since he's one of the only people on the ship, he's gonna make his to do it. 17. So you watch as in these 10 minutes, he is just it's not even like he's doing it right. He's just taking a rope and wrapping it, and just kind of securing the mast so it's not cut doing the ship. What do you guys, anybody else doing anything in this 10 minutes to try to get this ship squared away? How many successes is that? That's 4, right?
I would like to use this time to cast mending on as many of the rungs on the wheel as I possibly can.
Okay. Yeah, so you start to piece the wheel back together. That will give the next person who tries to do something with it advantage, I'd say. So anybody else doing anything? Sheila, you have anything you want to?
Well, does the wheel need to be stabilized, or is like because he's using control water?
It's only 10 minutes. The storm's longer than 10 minutes.
Yeah. It's
So
gonna
as
hit
of right
us
now,
real
you guys
soon.
have a reprise to get things back together, and you have 4 successes, but there's still things that
Alright,
need to be done to make this.
So once I see that Finn is starting to like work on mending broken ropes and like parts of like the ship, I will start to like follow behind him and like tie those ropes down and like call out to Sheila to like make sure that like the same side is like she's doing the other side, basically.
Yeah.
Not doing the mending
All right,
part.
how about you guys each
Checking
roll
to
me a
make sure
survival
that-
check, and we'll count it as 1 because there's your advantage.
Okay, survival.
You and Sheila both roll me. There's a 22. And
Well,
the 13 fails, but it was 22 is the thing. So with that, you finally batten up the hatches, you tie everything down, you get the ship in a good spot. Etrian, your spell phase, but finally the boat's in the right direction, making the waves the correct way as you guys steer it for the next couple hours. And finally, the wind starts to subside. The long day is over. As you break into the night, you guys watch as the stars start to come out. And while the wind is still up and blowing, the seas start to calm a bit. And you find that hold on. You find that as you start to pull the sails back down and try to catch the wind at the end of the storm, your main sail has a giant rip through all of it where it got whopped out. The hole on the front where that smashed through, it didn't just break the railing, it actually cracked part of the hole, and you realize now at the front of the bottom of the ship is starting to take on just the smallest amount of water. So you are at half speed right now.
Okay, so we need to stop and fix that.
Is a crack in the hull something I can fix with mending, or
So if you have mending with anybody else, over the next day, if you do keep it low, it only does 1 foot at a time.
Over like tar or something.
Yeah, can we retar it?
Yeah, there has
so-
to be something left over for when we did the other boat repairs.
So it's not, yes, easily with the mending in the tar, with everybody working together, Talon stitching back the mast, you lose a day and a half on, you lose it pretty much a whole day, but you are able, without docking the ship, to button up the hole. It doesn't look too structural, just look like it cracked. And with enough mending magic and tar and enough stitching and mending, the ship does get back too. So by the third day, you
Right.
are full mast and sailing. And at this point, you've made it pretty far around the Horn, pretty close to where you think the ship should be. So who's keeping your eyes out? What are you laughing at?
I'm
gonna
just
be
laughing at like the fact that like the slippery bosom is becoming like that really shitty Honda that's on the road. It's like half of it has been replaced. The other half is just being held on by duct tape.
Oh,
I was
So if you
just
took a
about
boat,
to
right?
RP the fastest ship.
If you take a boat,
spray painted black.
is it even the slippery bosom anymore?
yeah, if you take a boat and
It's
replace
whatever we
one
want it
board
to be.
every day, at what point does it become a new boat, right?
Right.
That's what I was just thinking. I was like, because like now the inside just has tar all over the place.
It's a sleeper. It's a sleeper.
Yeah, she's in rough shape.
But with the full, you joke, but with the mast, I mean, it is a quick ship.
It's small. That's why.
You do make some good time. Who's keeping it out? Roll me some perception checks.
All right, I will.
I would be. I can't do much else on the boat.
Ooh, 24.
Yeah, it rolled good.
A 24 and a 28. And
Wow, everybody rolled well.
Fine.
so, you start to come to the island in the south. Hold on, where's my Octheon incarnate map so I can have names in front of me? You're heading south. It's Odatson's to your north, and you've been kind of going around the outside of it. But as you head south, you find in the distance a different island. It's not, you knew it was on your maps, but Etrian, you notice this more than anybody else notices this. You get a glimpse of something. It catches your attention. It's nothing that really catches your eye, but there's something on the rocks near the top of this island that definitely draws your attention.
I can't make anything out. It doesn't look like a structure or something, or just
The
looks
fact of the matter that you caught the glip on the 28 is pretty impressive.
okay. Then yeah, I'd point it out to everybody else, see what they make of it. Whoever else is up there.
What?
I just tell them that there's something on this island. I can't tell anything else.
See,
Good to know.
What
You
do
still-
your eyes see?
you steer the ship that way, right?
Yeah. Let's go towards whatever that structure is.
Do we think this missing ship is on top of a mountain?
No,
Honestly, it's possible.
I
I
mean,
mean, you know, you make a point. Point taken.
yeah, there is.
I
better-
concede.
It could be anything.
so you do, and
Be
it's
hiding up your ass, Etrian.
it's funny as you start heading towards this island. Sorry, you see
Like a
it.
circle
There's
of
a
it?
ship in the distance, a sail that you haven't seen. You haven't seen another ship in days. And suddenly, while you're headed to this island that you could have swore you saw something on, it looks like there's a ship that's almost moving away from you.
All right. I'll
No,
make-
Zest sees this. Sorry, having that. It was just with her. Sorry.
Did Adrian saw it too?
No, Etrin saw the glint. I'm telling you, that was a whole different. That might be a whole different thing as far as you're concerned. This is a ship that is moving away.
Is there like anything like unique or like identifying about?
Seems to have two masts, and it seems like it's moving with a purpose in a direction that's not. So like you guys are kind of like turning towards it. It looks like it's the more you turn this way, the more it turns away from you.
I mean, that's fine. Maybe they just want the privacy.
It might be the ship.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna maybe this
point it
ship
out.
is a pirate ship.
What are you doing with this?
I'm gonna
Sorry.
point it out to whoever's near me.
I mean, it's a skeleton crew, so it's taking pretty much everybody's sail as of right now.
Everybody's awake.
Everybody's up if the ship's moving.
Hey,
We see it.
anybody else notice that out there?
Well, I didn't,
What?
but now that you mention it,
Oh. Well, is that the ship?
So
We haven't really seen many other ships.
Did they
Well-
describe the ship to us that we were looking for?
Yeah, they did. It looked very much like your ship, one of the same transport two mast ships that are popular in this neck of the woods, and it looks pretty much like pretty close to.
All right, I will bring her up on the right side.
So as you start going towards it, it starts going away from you.
Is it within 300 feet?
No, it's probably the fact that she saw it at 24. It's got to be
Oh, it's
half
out
mile
there.
out. I mean, it's the ocean, right? So you can see
pretty far.
a mile, 2 miles out.
I just want to keep trying. I like Heavy Neck's just gonna keep tailing this ship.
It's not moving as fast as you think a ship would. But it's
Alright.
moving, and
Go
you guys
ship.
start making up. So it's kind of becomes a chase a cat. How about you roll me a water navigation tools check to see
Okay.
how well you can sail your ship.
Can I cast guidance? Am I close enough?
You sure can.
That would
And
be-
also that.
Here's your plus a D4 shirt, Sam.
So 8.
Oh, my
I'm gonna-
plus a D4 shirt. It is in the wash, but Angus made a hole in
Hmm.
my
Hey.
other shirt.
14.
The drive is touching.
Rolled
No,
really.
what'd you get? I'm so many windows.
I got a 2.
One
but-
D4?
I got a 14 with a D4.
It's
Adrian,
you're
so
starting to
close.
lose it. I mean, it's not. You're keeping pace. It's going the far side around this island. Adrian, you're going in the opposite direction now, where you saw that glint at this point. Just so you know. But
Okay.
yeah, you guys keep chasing it. Do you keep going?
Yeah, I'm Heavy Neck's already convinced that's the ship. So
Okay, so I mean, you guys aren't sailing super well, but you guys are keeping pace with it.
hey,
At this
Adrian,
point,
Adrian,
What?
can you fly? Can you turn into something that can fly?
Yes, I can carry someone
Gonna
too,
scout
probably.
out that ship.
All right. And I turn to a giant eagle and take off.
by yourself.
Uh,
I was gonna go with you.
I
in-
circle back and grab him. I had to get off the deck first.
I'm gonna try and have some fun with it, and like as he's like starts to like turn and come around again for another swoop, I'm gonna go, no, catch me, and I'm gonna try and time up and then jump off of the railing of where the
Make an acrobatics check.
I bet.
I guess.
God.
okay, well, here's the fun thing. I have reliable talent now, so
Oh, nice.
nice.
Nice. Ah,
doesn't matter.
There.
Without an issue.
And
Get
I'm
caught
gonna do
up.
I'm just gonna do a full 360 and just like and then like throw my arms up to get caught.
So you guys take off and you start flying forward, and you get caught kind of like this and work your way up and start making your way into the talons. You've been through this before. kind of
Get-
riding on Etrin. You get
work the traps a
wind
little bit.
beneath your wings as you love. The feeling of flying never goes away, right? And as
No, I
you
love it.
cascade forward, the ship. So you start getting approached. How about you guys roll me perception checks?
Cool. Heavy
Eagle
neck
gets advantage, I think.
is,
You do not
Do I?
get advantage. Heavy neck. What?
Yes, I do have advantage.
Etrin does. Heavy neck. What were you saying?
no. Heavy neck is already taking out his gun and making sure it's loaded.
Oh, no.
15. Heavy neck. You see it. I mean, this looks like the boat. You catch a glimpse of it. I mean, it's easy to see. The top of it's covered in. You're not sure. It looks covered, so you know where your masts are. It's almost as though they've been lifted. It's missing entire mast in the front of it, on the front jib sail, and on the top of the boat, it looks like there's covering, almost a roof. If you're not sure, it's hard to see. Etrin, you notice this boat does say the coming storm, CUMFINGA. It's written in paint on the side of the boat over something else. And the whole top of it looks like it's ropes and shaded. And how close do you get? Do you just kind of fly right up to it?
Yeah, circle down if it doesn't look like.
So
a
as you
sequel
start
on
circling
top.
over it, suddenly, as you get close to the ship and you fly, heavy neck in your grasp, you
No.
kind of do a lap. Suddenly, a bunch of little rocks from slingshots start coming through this netting on the top.
Oh no.
Um,
They're hungry.
there's gonna be that's an 8 to hit.
Who?
Nope.
Me?
No, the eagle.
Oh.
21 to hit.
That
Okay.
hits.
Hold on 1 second.
It doesn't matter who's on this boat now. They're all dying.
20, oh man, there's a bunch. 15 to hit.
Yep. We're going
20
down.
to hit.
No, we're not.
6 to
6
hit.
doesn't. It's 13. Is my armor class. Is
22 to hit.
a lot of these are
and-
hitting.
23 to hit. So how many hit?
How many times can you
3,
do the
4,
whole
5. 5 hit.
Yeah,
Oh man.
Okay.
I only have 26 hit points.
Oh boy. He could roll
It'll be-
low.
21.
Yeah. he's
Suddenly you
still
just get-
flying.
Pecked with a bunch of rocks, like tick, 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 tick. You're like, ah!
Just
And, like,
angry. Just
fly and like do a spin and come back and start heading away from the ship, leaving their range.
Oh no, I'm gonna fucking take a shot at if I can see.
Oh, I
any-
lied. I'm sorry. All of those were at disadvantage. So
So
I
roll
think
5 more.
So really, let's be real. There's actually more on the boat. So we'll just say that.
I'll
but
take it. I
You'll
live
take all
again.
that, but we'll know for next time. There's a whole bunch of rocks get slung at you and a couple peck you in the side. You're like, "Ah,"
Yeah.
as you turn around and start flying around. What are you doing?
Oh, as like no, like if I see that he's like and feel and get shaken around that he's getting hit, Heavy Neck's just gonna start shooting. Like it's just gonna be like ah, like at the fucking ship.
So I guess
The
you
most-
get one shot.
Yeah, I
Because
know.
this all happened in one turn. So yeah, make your shot. It with disadvantage. And they're in partial cover, so because you can't see them.
22.
You just hear in the boat.
I fucking got one.
do your
and then-
damage. Roll your damage.
I'm already digging.
Roll your
in the-
damage.
Oh, nice. Hold on. If I get sneak attack, it's 21. But
You don't. They're ready for you. So
Yeah,
you,
it
but
was-
you hear as one goes and then just nothing as it hits the ground.
All right, I'm already going for another bullet to load.
Well, Adrian, as far as I know, is flying away from this boat.
I know, and I'm just gonna take another shot. As
This is-
we're-
I'd wind away slowly once I heard that shot go.
I mean, if you stick around close enough for another round, you're gonna get another bombardment, I guess.
Then I don't do that. Yeah.
it doesn't even matter. Heavy Neck's just shooting in the general direction.
Well, after you start
Towards
getting
the
a
boat.
little distance away, it starts kind of you heard a kaplunk or two, but yeah. Anyway, so you head back to your own ship, or
Yeah. Unless Heavy Neck tells me to do anything else. I don't know if he knows that I can understand him though.
Heavy Neck's predisposed just yelling at the ship, like just obscenities
Yelling
about how he's gonna
obscenity.
come and kill all of them and that their mothers are gonna get murdered.
Yeah. Then yeah, I just go back to the ship, our ship.
Yeah.
But as you land and turn back, and or if you don't land, you clock. Heavy neck, you know that this is probably the ship you're looking for. I mean, that writing was crossed out on the side.
Okay. So as we land, Heavy Neck's already loading another bullet into his gun. I'll say that I probably used about 4 in that exchange.
Fair enough.
It went that well, huh?
No, that's definitely a ship. And there's definitely a bunch of things that throw rocks and make noises at when you shoot them in the fucking, hopefully, face.
What kind of things?
I
That
don't
doesn't.
know.
Yeah,
I ain't
that
gonna go
encompasses a
look at
lot
it.
of things.
They were throwing rocks at us.
Were they green things?
I don't. Were they green things?
Did I see what color they were? I
With a
couldn't see anything
28,
through the
you gotta look. No, they were red things.
red things.
They
So I have
were
an idea.
red things.
That's a lot for that.
All
Yeah.
right, that's fine. As long as it's okay.
Wait, could there be a bunch of Maxes?
I hope
What if
not
it's
bunch
just
of
a
X's.
ship of Maxes that don't know what they're doing and they just
Oh,
like they're like,
shit.
oh, we
You-
found this boat and now it's the thing.
If that's the case, we should turn around and go the opposite direction as quickly as possible.
No,
Wild
but
magic gets that crazy.
this ship. All right, so
Yo, 40 wild magics. Just-
that would be insane.
Everything just
I would-
implodes.
That
Yeah.
little man is the scariest person I think I've ever met in my life.
But he's so friendly and so nice.
Yes, he is, and that's what
It's
makes
like
it
you
What makes him
scary.
so scary?
He makes good coffee too.
And he eats everything in the galley before I get a chance to.
Just inconsiderate.
All right, no, we should get as close as we can and then probably try and like
So after some time, they don't sell very well and they have their masters done. So with your repaired ship, you do slowly catch up on them. It takes you
Yeah.
most of the day and it starts getting to dusk by the time you actually get within, we'll say, like you said, 300 feet.
okay. Do you guys want to do like a stealth night mission?
I can
They're
cast.
actively running away from you.
I mean, I can try cast. Do we care if we sink the ship? No, we
Well,
gotta collect the stuff
probably
off
should.
it, huh?
Probably should try and save it.
And what if,
That's
the,
true.
what
We
if
have
there's
more
people on there
leverage.
that we need to save?
Well, yeah, that too.
I don't.
At this
I
point, I
can-
could get me and one other person over there.
Well,
And-
see, that's the thing. Etrian, you probably want to like transform again.
Well, we have. I can cast water breathing if we get close enough. We can sneak on that way, or water walk,
Could do that.
or
You want to just
Control.
walk over to the other ship.
just knock on the.
that might scare him. And be like, Yo,
Ships don't move that
fuck
fast, right?
We know how to fucking handle ourselves.
Well, I didn't know if you want, or we can try to sneak up on them. I don't.
Well, there's definitely a lot of things that are trying to protect what they've very clearly probably stolen. At least, why else would you throw rocks at us?
Mhm.
So
If we go down far enough and I cast water walk, would it shoot us up onto the boat?
So there is a thing in water walk. I think you can choose to do it, and if you have water walk on, you choose to go to the top, you do get shot up like a rocket.
So we can
launch
take a
us.
guess at what it would take to get us onto the ship. That'd be
Well, I mean, if it's water walk, I could just walk and use my hook probably.
the
So
rest of us can't.
I know.
I just thought it would look cool, cinematic.
Oh no, Etrian, absolutely do the cool thing. It's just don't waste the spell.
That's fair.
That sound kind of cool. What if we just
We could talk to him first. They didn't know I
that
was a.
never goes up.
Zasaria, why don't you turn into an eagle as well?
I can't be flying things.
Oh,
That's
unfortunate.
I could maybe be like swimming things, but that would make it hard to get onto the boat.
Yeah. All right. So we tried talking to him, but we should probably have a plan B for when they say "fuck you." No. All right. And the plan
Mhm.
B is to
Rage.
figure out how to.
Right.
Colin's like, "Am I still coming up a slide of them?" And he's like, still sailing the
Tolan,
ship.
I forgot Tolan was here.
All right. So Talon, you take the wheel, and
He's on the wheel. He's like, "Am I going up to the side of them, port side?"
Yeah, get as close as you can. We need to talk.
All right. He starts bringing you up to port side of their ship, starboard of yours.
I cast enhance ability. Oh wait, do I have it prepared? Oh, nope, sorry, never mind.
Are
Oh
we trying to be stealthy here?
no, we're trying to flag them down and talk to them and see what they're like.
Hello.
You start pulling up alongside of him. As you come up alongside of him, you watch as there's probably
Oh, I took cover at some point while we were going up to there because
you watch as you come around the side, there's a netting that's literally, and now that it's starting to become dark out in the end of the day, it's not so bad, but there's a netting that seems like it's almost lashed together, tied with ropes on these sticks that have been lashed to the sides to create this like weird chain net. And you see these tiny little dragon-like creatures, tiny in what they are, standing shouting excitedly at each other as a larger one sits behind a wheel, and all of them have little tiny slingshots. And they're just like, now you get ready to woohoo! Ah! And you guys kind of
that's a bad idea.
alongside of them. What do you guys say? What are you doing?
Solid, move a little bit further away.
He kind of like moves the ship 40 feet away.
All right.
I
Cast
cast
guidance.
mage armor.
All right, so I'm gonna walk up to the railing, get up on top, and go. Excuse me, that's not your ship.
Technically, this
Wait.
isn't our ship either, right?
Etrian, not the time.
Kind of picturing like the Kokomora in Moana. That is little red lizards.
He goes, oh, stand down or we'll shoot. We'll shoot. We'll do it. Shoot. And you watch as a bunch of rocks kind of like fall into the water and like a bunch of slingshots
so
go.
I'm gonna gesture down to. We do have cannons in our port. Like we have
You
cannons.
sure do.
I'm gonna point and go. Yeah, we'll shoot too.
Roll an intimidation check with advantage for
All
your cannons.
Gonna cast guidance. I'm just. Is the rail like one solid plank, or can you see through it?
Nice, 18.
Nice.
18. You watch as they go, don't shoot, no. And they all kind of go down. And you watch as a bunch of
We
screams
fucking
happen on the
will.
deck.
I'm fucking crazy.
Suddenly all the people with all the little dragon so all the little dragon things start to scatter, and you watch as the one goes, no, hold your ground, as they all get
How close are we to this other boat?
here. How about I put you, how about we
Prepare
go to
to
the
shoot
map?
one of those.
Let's go to a map.
I'm not afraid to just shoot one warning shot because it won't sink it. Shouldn't just aim high.
I don't know how's
So-
I mean,
how's
I've
that ship
already
looking?
got the gun loaded.
30 feet. That ship looks rough. It looks beat up. The whole front sail is torn to shreds. It looks like they've pieced together whatever they have left. That's part of it. Yeah, it's and you watch these shots. Goes. He watches. He looks at the cannons. Looks at you. Gets the intimidation, and you watch as he holds up a white flag. Goes, talk, please talk.
We can definitely talk
Alright.
if you'd like. We're gonna need all of you to throw your weapons into the water.
They're all just screaming. A bunch of them are going downstairs. He goes, talk. It's pretty loud, and you're shouting from a distance at this point.
First, you all need to shut up.
Okay, I'm going to cast message to the one that seems to be in charge, and I'm gonna be like, you're all going to need to put your weapons down, as in the water, before we proceed with
He
negotiations.
goes, no, you put weapons in water. Is all you hear back in your head.
I'll put a hole in your. Oh, I can't hear it.
I'm gonna try it one more time with message, and I'm gonna be like, we will set your ship on fire, and you will drown.
Said it. Tell me your demands. And
My
suddenly,
demands.
as you start to do it, you realize that every single kobold on the deck of the ship has now disappeared, and it's just him steering the ship at this point.
Well, it certainly looks like you're outnumbered right now.
It sure is. Stop your ship, I'll stop mine. And he goes up and he starts like unfurling the mainsail, and his ship starts to stop as you guys keep sailing at this point because he's dropping the sails.
Yeah, we'll drop in response. So Heavy Neck will, if I see him doing that, Heavy Neck will acrobatically use his hook to like swing over to where you like pull down the sails and start like, keeping in like pace with him.
He goes, we put down weapons, you put down weapons. And he watches like 3 or 4 of them come back up to the ship and they all toss their little slingshots into the water.
Before we get too close, I asked Heavy Neck if he wants me to try to charm him.
Not
charm
quite yet.
person.
Keep it in the back pocket, but not yet.
Ooh.
Why you come to a ship? He yells across.
Oh, no, you come here.
You watch as the ship starts to move a bit closer and they land a plank that like 5 or 6 of them come together and throw out, and it lands between your 2 ships as he does it. And he kind of steps up, and at this point, I don't know who's known what kobold is, but this looks like a kobold who doesn't look like he knows what he's doing. He's got Finn, roll me an intelligence check.
Okay.
He's got this intricate armor on, silver with strange shapes that come down each side of a cap that's too big for him, and a large sword that's just far too big for his back.
That is an 8.
Yeah, nothing rings a bell, and he kind of steps halfway onto it and goes, why you come for us?
I told you that's not your ship. And we're here to
Bullshit! We find ship! It's our ship!
No,
Where
it
did
was
you
a
find
ship
ship?
that, but
Find something and take it.
What happened to the crew that was on here?
No crew, just ship. We take ours now.
no, well, I mean, unless you want to have unless you want it sunk into the bottom of the ocean, you're gonna give it to us.
Listen, like, I don't know if any of you speak Draconian or Draconic. He yells something back. He goes, no, why you need ship?
Well, you seem
I
to have found
told
my
you.
ship. And
There's no ship.
I would like to extend my sincerest gratitude. You found my ship.
No, you did not. We find ship fair and square. We leave. You kill or we leave. Why you need ship?
Because it's my ship. I would like my ship back, please.
It's not your ship. He like backs up a couple steps on the gangplank.
I guess charm person.
So if you don't
What's
start
the charm?
acting right, we're
Wisdom
gonna unleash a
17.
whole lot of hurt on you.
Look, you can have no ship and your life, or
13, he fails. Suddenly, his face starts to go. It goes, it's not your ship.
It is my ship, though. You
is.
see,
It
you-
is.
No, it's not. We find ship.
no,
We
you,
found
Where'd you
captain.
find it?
okay,
Crew dead.
You found my
He looks
ship.
at you as Etra goes, we found it washed up on the shore. Broken.
Which shore?
Our shore. That shore. He points to the
oh, so you have a
that you
place
guys
to
got.
go.
Were there supplies?
There were supplies. We move.
You-
Just
you
for our
said-
stuff.
You said my crew was dead?
He looks so weird at you, and he goes, no crew, nothing looked like you.
No, they would not have looked like me.
Finn, at this point, you realize that the armor he's wearing is a Githyanki soldier's armor.
Oh,
Oh,
it's too big.
He goes, no, we leave our cabin, ship on deck. We go on, crew dead, missing, just this. And he holds up his armor. And he's only looking at you, Trick. He doesn't give a shit about Finn. He goes, I take, we sail, conquer seas, kobolds. And you hear underneath like a lot of voices like, yeah!
Yeah, you're gonna do great. This is a great ship. You're off
Heavy
to a
Neck-
good start.
Heavy Neck wants to walk like back up on top, like he's gonna get on the plank with him because he's like halfway or like 3/4 back.
Yeah, now that he's charmed, he's definitely less. He's like kind of moving towards
So
you.
I'm just gonna go, look, mate. You can either like hand over the ship and keep your life, or you can just we'll sink the ship to the bottom of the ocean, and I'm gonna tell the person that we were supposed to find, oops. So do you
Training
really
gun,
want
he goes,
that to
"Etrian."
happen?
He goes, I don't like him. I like you. Why can't we keep ship?
It's a rough crew. We have to return it to the people that hired us.
Why? Nothing on
So we-
ship, just ours.
did they want? Well, they thought the
Come,
ship
come,
was.
and he
so-
grabs
so I'd
he
say-
grabs your hand and he starts dragging you onto his ship.
I tell them to hold on real quick and talk to them for a second. Give us a minute. Do we need the ship, or we just need to know where the supplies are?
We need to get everything back that we can, which
We need
means
Okay.
We need the
It's-
supplies that are definitely
and
on
the
ship.
crew if we
Hmm.
can get them
So the as you look at the ship too,
downstairs and lie.
I don't know who's proficient in history or arcana.
Neither.
I mean, Arcana, but yeah, kind of.
You can roll one if you like. Check. But you notice at the top of the ship now has definitely been made to shade out the deck of the ship. I mean, you
That's
just
12.
you don't really know much about kobolds. You know they don't usually spend time in the sun. But he goes, come, I show you ship. Come.
Alright, anybody want to go check out the ship?
Fuck it, whatever. Let's go.
As he
Yeah.
grabs,
Oh.
he kind of grabs your hand at Tran and starts
My
leading you.
guns loaded, sure.
I'm
The ship
gonna
is good.
just like try to like pull Atrian to the side. I'm gonna be like, hey, if they start like acting up again, what if we just like pull some fluff out at them?
Yeah. Just
I
take. I'll
mean-
give her the bag. Whenever you feel things are going bad.
The bag.
Nice.
We're all doomed. You've doomed. You've
But-
killed us.
So as he starts walking you, he goes, I'm Cooktooth. I lead her. This is my ship and my crew. And he starts walking. He goes, you see, we take ship, make our own, get more food. And he starts walking downstairs. The ship is so weird. It's like almost dungeony. The netting over the top has made it totally dark. And especially this time of night, it's almost hard to see. There's torches lit, weird cages and metal straw that like lays over the deck. As you go below deck, the smell is awful. There's small kobolds starting to scatter. The whole lower deck is totally darked out. If any, you don't have dark vision, you can barely see. There's cages along the walls. And as you get downstairs and take the steps, large animals start chattering, and finally a kobold in there slams 2 tin cans together, and the entire deck goes silent, the lower deck. And he goes, this is where we keep food. No food left. We give away or not left. And you guys kind of realize and notice that there's not much left to this ship. It's cages of strange underground animals, white rabbits tied to posts, livestock that like rats and things that are like kind of locked up, lining each side of the ship. I mean, all the way down. And at the far end, you see what seems to be a large straw or hay nest, like built into where the nose of the ship would be. And you see different size eggs. And this, I mean, he would never bring you down here normally, but Cooktooth being charmed is like, this is our life. This is where we sit. We expand, make kobolds take over world.
Oh,
This
Love the
is-
accommodations you have here.
Is this the cargo we were looking for?
Right.
No, it sure doesn't look like it. There's a couple boxes that are left, a few things broken open. Some of the dry meat seems like they've been ravaged through, but most of the useful stuff has either been gone, taken, or you're not sure what's gone with it. He goes,
Okay.
Heavy neck, a word, please.
Yeah.
You
wha-
kinda
wha- what is
Step
it?
aside.
Can we pretend we never? Can we just pretend we didn't see the ship? I don't care about these people, but I don't think they need to die for any reason.
They want to take over the world.
I mean, they're not going to. They're stupid.
It's a little sad, really.
So we're gonna.
Poor guy.
I think we just kick them off on their island again and take the boat.
No, I don't think we even need the boat. Can we just let them have the boat?
I was gonna say, didn't they thought the boat sank, right? That's what I was thinking. You just say we found the supplies and we don't have to kill them, and they can have fun on their boat until they die from something else.
And like, you don't want another ship.
and
I
like
mean,
you guys
we
notice that
don't
this ship
see-
obviously had like damage done during whatever happened to it, and it's not been repaired. I mean, it's just like they're just like patched, like kobold.
Is it worth the investment?
No, not now that I'm looking and seeing all the damages and seeing that the fact that there's no resale value in it really.
The crew we're looking for is not here. The equipment we're looking for is not here.
Can I put all right? So no,
We can
you're
take some
right.
of the.
Can you show us the captain's quarters?
Oh, he looks at Trian again.
Yeah, you can show him. He's cool.
Okay, come. You make your way up to the captain's quarters. He
I just wanna
even
poke around.
in his charmed state, So as you guys have been going on this boat, for what you could have swore were 35 to 40 kobolds, you really don't see a single one. However they're hiding or wherever they're spending their time, they're just keeping out of sight, out of mind, as this one is just leading around. You open up the captain's quarters, and inside, it's a nest. I mean, it's broken. Whatever parts that were leftover bottles of rum are lining the things. You see what little gold or jewelry that he must have found are like presented as a nest would be, like woven into where he sleeps. Where there would be a bed and a table, it's just a bunch of straw and mats and mud that have all been like pushed together like you would find in a dungeon, but instead it's in this cabin. And he goes, captain's quarters, where I
have to
live.
be honest. I have to be honest with you. I don't want this ship. Do you want this ship?
I was assuming that, like, look, if we don't bring the ship back, then they have one less ship to fish with.
Do you think they want
I
to
know,
fish
but
with this
I
ship?
mean,
I
do they
don't-
have the resources to repair this ship?
They have a whole lumber yard. We
That's
played
fair.
Oppo in it.
So they could
what if-
build
Yeah,
another
I know,
ship.
but the guy that owned the lumberyard was kind of a douche.
They could build
So-
another ship. We could help them.
What if we get them to go back to the
Bring
back to the
people
shore with
back to
us?
Asfa'eia.
Yeah, and see it, or no, bring
You
it
know
back
where
where
food
they
is?
found the ship.
You hear in the background.
Oh,
It's
no.
over on the island. You should go get it.
We absolutely should not bring these fine folks to Asfa'eia.
I don't think they'd fit in.
What's that fire?
Nothing.
I said Asfa'eia.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know, when
You
you
don't
eat-
want-
I've heard
don't
of
want
that.
that.
He
But
says,
your
Yeah.
ass
obviously
is
not
on
very-
fire because you ate too much chili.
Have you ever had chili?
No, guys, you think you're right. Look, the ship's clearly
In this room, who has the
Yeah,
highest passive
okay.
perception?
Mine is
17.
19.
Ooh.
You know, etc. And there is gold in this chamber, a pile of treasure in the center of his nest that obviously whatever he found is. And you notice too, a beautiful silver sword.
Can I cast detect magic?
You can. His armor has a faint magical essence as well as the silver sword does.
Okay.
Is it a silvered sword?
Silvered sword.
My
Uh,
friend, may I ask you about your armor? Where did you find this armor?
Found on ship.
On
Dead
this
person.
ship. You
Yes.
found it on this ship.
He looks at Trin again.
Just try to answer the questions.
We find ship. Find dead green men on ship. No one else. Has nice armor. I take
Jack
armor.
Freeman
I
with
lead
those
ship.
weird noses.
So,
Yes, come. And he shows you. And like as you kind of go into his room, you realize that he left like a hand that's been cut off and like strung up as somebody would to dry something, you know. And it's
Leave
a
the room.
green, scaly hand with a silver brace on it.
Well, the second that he does, he confirms the nose thing and says, "Come here." As we're walking, Heavy Neck's just gonna look at Finn and like, "Hey, spoiler alert!" And then we walk and we like basically see the Get Yankee hand.
oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no.
Yeah, I mean, right when
Um,
he said the nose thing, because they like it's real different. And wasn't he
I
wearing-
think I think I'm piecing together what happened here. I assume you have as well.
a little bit, but maybe
The crew was attacked by Gith,
yeah.
and they took one down in the
Mhm.
process. The crew was kidnapped, clearly. And then these fine, lovely folks
Moved
found
in.
the ship. Yeah.
Well, that is
We find ship, our ship.
that's that tracks.
You found this ship on that island?
That island, yes.
Let's not go to that island.
Can Heavy Neck start to look around the area and like on the wood for any sign of any other I'm looking for
Roll an investigation
whatever
check.
sort of magic that they're using to get to kidnap people.
Yeah, roll an investigation check to look for that plane shift spell. Telltale sign. Y'all are so
proficient
Nothing-
in looking for?
Nothing came up that I would have seen with detect magic. I think I was on an island that they attacked before.
You did. I mean, you noticed the silvered sword.
Oof.
Oh, okay, I
No.
don't know if the plane will shift.
I mean, your detect magic. I mean, it might pick up traces of it, leftover marks. It's not magical anymore, but
Oh, okay.
it's hard to tell. It's hard to see what happened on the ship, but I mean, you can infer.
Well, it
Is there a captain's log? That's a ship thing.
yeah.
She goes, "Oh, book, can't read.
Book.
Here, you take," and hands you
Sweet.
a log or something.
I handed a heavy neck.
The last passage says, "They're coming for ah."
Took the terrain.
Oh, I guess yeah. I guess that's just a thing.
Why would they write ah?
Really, that's dedication, you know.
Well, yeah. I'll thank you. And yeah, I guess we just give him the ship, but then
So
I get like
We don't have to tell them that we saw the ship.
no. That's no. I'm just look. I'm in a crisis right now because
Because you made promises like you told me not to.
I know.
I'd ask
it
heavy neck,
sucks.
would it easier burden at all if we tried to take the gold too?
I just think we should probably come back with something in hand.
Well,
and
we'd have the
not-
supplies.
Oh, whoops.
Captain's log.
Yeah, the captain's log with the supplies, a little bit of the supplies, anyways. They don't seem to
Captain's
care
log.
about gold there.
Captain's log would suggest
Yeah,
that we
they
found
want
the ship.
food.
Yeah.
And so they're losing a like.
Oh, you
some-
need food? We have food. And he like barks an order in Draconic to some kobolds that are outside, and suddenly, as you guys are chatting, 2 cages of rabbits that are like feral as shit are brought up.
Oh no.
We should have food.
No, that's
Two.
okay.
Better
We'll
than
take them.
nothing? Okay. Yeah.
Can you purify a rabbit? Can you bring-
Oh boy.
Please leave ship. Take food. Take gold. Here. And he like
yeah.
reaches in and
Can you have your kobold friends just load everything onto our boat?
you want gold and food? Take
So
some.
the gold and the supplies.
And he
that were
barks
on here
something in
before?
Draconic like "Dude, sucker." And
You only
Suddenly-
get the ship.
you get, and as he commands them during the next 40 minutes of the charm spell, suddenly a few pieces of gold, some of the crates that weren't broken into that have some salts that they don't want, or some of the veggies that they don't want, as well as a few rabbit animals or feral animals in cages get loaded onto your ship with some gross water and a bunch of like straw for your bed as they go, "Please leave ship, take supplies."
Anyone's starting to feel cramped all of a sudden.
I would, yeah, I'd let everyone know that the spell's probably wearing off soon and we should leave because he's probably gonna be mad.
Yeah, almost like he'll follow us and then follow us to Asfa'eia.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know what they're gonna do,
What was that sword?
but that's
that
a
we-
good point. I didn't think of that.
What was the sword that we saw?
It was a silvered sword.
Was it just like
Adam.
sitting somewhere?
It was
Yeah, it
in
was-
his bed, yeah.
Was it in with the stuff that I had him load over? Or is that just
No,
the gold?
he kept that. That was with his gift armor that he kept to make him in charge.
Before we leave, can I ask him for it? Or are we already off?
I assumed you're off, but if you want to call out to him and ask him, he goes,
Hey, give your sword.
Yeah, hey, throw me your sword real quick.
"This is my sword.
Yeah, I just want to
In
see.
charge.
All right.
You look." He hands it to you.
If I don't have identify.
Can I take a look at
I don't
that?
know yeah.
As we're
Um,
leaving,
As
I
soon
just-
as soon as I have it in my hands, I misty step back onto our ship. Thank you.
I just happened to
sword.
trip over my tail, and oh no, there goes some fluff.
No.
And it's another panther. And now it's just on the boat with them.
They
You're
all
the worst. You're
they
the
all
worst.
They all scream and start running away. He goes, "Panther, is this your
Oh
fault?"
no.
Yeah, I'm not gonna like tell it
Oh,
to do
you know, they
anything.
don't
I'm just
need to
gonna
die.
like
It's a
scare the
panther.
poop out of them.
Okay.
Are we all back? Missy stepped back on the ship as well.
I assume so.
Ah!
As you lift up, you watch as they are all screaming. The panther doesn't know what to do, jumps up to a mast, and it is just chaos as you guys unfurl your sails and slowly pull away from the ship,
That's a clean getaway.
Goodbye.
leaving those kobolds to deal with the panther as they are stabbing it and fighting, distracted.
I mean, they only have to deal with it for like 24 hours.
They don't
And I
know.
didn't tell it to do nothing to them.
So let's. I mean,
Good.
to be realistic, if they really want to take over the world, they should be able to deal with the panther.
It's a test.
See, it's a
You watch
training
as 2 or 3 of them
opportunity.
die in the distance and they get thrown off the ship as you guys.
You know,
Sail
why don't we
away.
just stick around and see what
Oh.
happens, and then maybe we just take the ship.
We can, yeah.
Actually, how far away from the ship are we?
I mean, you're moving pretty far, so probably 100 feet so
What
far.
is the 100 feet? Okay,
Yeah.
Heaven's gonna take one of the balls out of the bag. Like he's gonna run over, grab one of the balls out of the bag, and try and chuck it as hard as he can.
Kerplunk. As you watch a drowning, what do you roll?
I don't know. What do I have to roll?
A
Oh,
D8.
hold on. That's a 2, so it's it's a giant rat.
You watch as a giant rat starts
Oh.
to swim for its
Oh,
life
no.
as it
Isn't there a phrase about a rat in a sinking ship?
slowly falls beneath the waves and in a
He's
puff of
merciful.
smoke
Oh, no.
disappears into nothing because he doesn't actually exist.
I think we get one more try if you want. You want to try again, Heavy? It's real
No.
fun.
I'm
I could fly you
okay.
back over.
I'm just gonna have to try and figure
Oh.
out how we explain this. So
Can
So-
we?
we just say we couldn't find the ship, or we found the ship and it was destroyed, and this is what we could salvage.
We
There
could
you
just
go. We
tell them
found
the truth
that.
that there were like 50 kobolds on it, and we convince them to just give us the supplies.
Yeah, we took what we were able to, and we traded it for a
And then what
panther.
if she goes, "Why didn't like we need that ship?" And then goes, "Why didn't you try and take it?"
I mean, it wasn't even salvageable, and it stunk.
I
I
mean,
mean, we
do-
can go back. We're only a couple hundred, well, getting further, but
Do we need the ship to like?
What I'm
Are we-
that's all I'm saying is when I tell Pothos that we didn't bring this ship back, it's gonna be like, oh no, now we don't have a ship that can fish for us.
I mean,
Well,
Cesara
would
has
you,
already
like-
decided to kill the entire crew of that ship.
I mean,
so,
yeah, at this point, we're already, they're already
So-
dying. We might as well just,
Yeah. Adrian and I will go fly over. We'll drop another something or other. We'll tell them like, "Oh, sick
Tell it
'em,
to attack.
boys."
So
hopefully
And
we
if
then
I'm
we
just
just
being
wait.
clear here,
You guys watch in the
It's
distance
okay.
as the first
Forgive
panther
everybody.
is thrown overboard and into the water as eventually they did kill it. It just took a couple of them out with it.
I just want to
Well,
be
them.
now it's okay to kill them.
Well, now there are enemies because now they're going to have a bloodlust for us, and now they're going to try and they're going to want to come and try and kill us.
At this point, you guys realize that like you're sailing away and they like can't follow. Like their sailboat is so fucked and with their masts all screwed, like you guys are just pulling into the distance.
Oh,
see,
we
hey,
have
how would we even
ruined-
get it home?
We have destroyed those lives forever.
Pretty much just like a barge.
I
at that
mean, I feel like they destroyed their own lives.
I think they didn't though. I think they were just trying to survive. I think you're just an evil person.
They
Or-
they were psychopaths.
I
He
mean,
did try to
you-
kill me when I was a bird.
I mean, you threw a panther at them.
That was
Because
before.
they were psychopaths.
Yeah, but why? Why did you throw a panther at them? You didn't have to.
because I'm a psychopath.
That
Okay.
was kind of cool. I kind of applaud that. That was like that was a
It
good
was certainly fun to watch, but like,
exactly.
I mean-
that was the point.
I
It
mean,
was
maybe
fun, and I do things for fun.
All right, so here's the thing.
really awful.
That's just like maybe we have to. Maybe I
Kill
offer
them
up my
all.
ship.
Do we
You know,
just
to
wait? They'll
maybe-
die
maybe-
eventually.
Look, all
Just
I'm saying is we
Trail
might
him
have-
for a couple weeks.
I'm just saying during maybe like downtime we might have to do some like guilt fishing for this city, for this town, to like make up the difference for the lost ship. Because I just feel bad because they clearly need this, you
Well,
know.
If we got to go back, can we head back if you want to? I'm sure it won't take that much.
Well, what if we did this? What if we went back to Asfa'eia, explained what was happening? It was like, look, we could clear it out, but we need to bring some like supplies back with us to repair it on site, and then sail back home.
That's true. It's not going to get very far.
They might not even be here when we get back.
Yeah. Yeah, they just take off.
So that's what
I mean, they could have sunk
I
the
think
boat
that's a
by
good
then.
plan. We
I
shoot
think-
straight with Pothos.
Yeah, let's just not go to that island. How about?
Oh yeah, what about the island that I saw something on with that
But as
really
you guys
high-
start, you made a U-turn and you started heading back east. The current is with you at this point, and the water start to flow that way. And as you start heading around the same horn, roll me one more perception check.
Oh no.
24.
24.
Oh, everybody.
Oh,
cool.
yeah, fuck it, everybody. Why not?
I'm
Okay.
pointing it out because I don't remember exactly where it is.
Okay.
Guys, look for the thing that I don't know what it looks like.
There was a thing over here.
Just throwing this
Sorry,
out there.
you
a
notice it.
building on an island.
you
is
start
probably
pull-
the
as
same
you
as Dino
start-
Island.
Pulling away, looking back over your shoulder, you do notice that island. There's a tower on it, and it's not like the Metaposse towers that were cracked or something. This almost looks like a tower. Traces of it remind you of the Radis's tower, but it's definitely a totally different thing. And it's there. It's small. You only notice it because Etriot happens to point it out in the distance. You really can't get a good glimpse of,
Probably has so many stairs.
but it's definitely some sort of tower that's on that island where the kobolds are circling.
Mark it on our. Oh, they're circling that island. Oh, good. So we might come back.
Well, all I'm saying is my plan is to tell Pothos that we found the ship. It was infested with kobolds that had basically run it ragged to the point of where it's barely even sailable. And, you know, we couldn't justify killing all of them because they made it the new home. So actually, do we include that part?
I think we
Or-
should.
Yeah, because then they can
also-
hire us to go clear it out.
Well, we just say
Also-
we unleashed a panther on them and let Pothos assume the rest.
I think we leave that as a fun fact at the end.
Also,
Fun-
we would need
fun for the
more than
retelling.
just the 6 of us to crew 2 ships back to Asfa'eia.
Well, we would bring the rest of the crew so that we could split the difference and then just sail the 2 ships back.
I think that's probably the
was
best
pretty
idea.
much the same size, or it was the same size. But okay, so I'll tell Pothos, you know, they had moved in and they were set while leaving, and we didn't want to kill all of them because there was like a fuck ton, but we did convince them to get a bunch of supplies. So we'll hand her the supplies and suggest that maybe we could bring some supplies from the lumber yard over to the ship, clear out the kobolds, and then bring the ship back.
I think that's a good
Kosher.
plan. I think
Oh.
that's good.
All right, that's the best thing I can come up with right now.
So what do we think of this sword?
It's
I
pretty-
forgot you stole.
Can I-
At some point, can I prepare identify?
Someone else
and-
has somebody else has a silver sword from them. I think Zilch has one.
Oh, I thought it was Sheila who had like a really nice greatsword.
No, who? Somebody else got a silver sword one time you fought the gift. from.
Sierra? I don't
know.
remember.
Not Zilch.
Not me.
There were some spears with like it looked like runes in them or something.
Yeah, for sure. But
Right.
it's the same thing. It's the same idea. It's not +1. It's just silver.
But it does overcome magical.
Yes.
Is it like a long sword?
It's more like a scimitar almost.
Oh,
It's not so much. It's a shorter sword, dex based.
Scimitar. Well, nobody uses these.
hey, whoa, 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 whoa.
Just get
He
to-
actually
Just
throws it
throw it overboard.
I pull out my scimitar, like, come on.
Well, do you actually throw it off the overboard?
No, I was just kidding. Here you go. You know what? This is for you for buying me my feather.
Oh, thanks, Finn. You're the. Thanks. Finn. I'm gonna take out both the new +1 and the silvered and just start like. They do feel real nice.
If you kill a gith with that, then it will be worth it.
You know what? Every gift I kill, I'll make a little tally.
There you go. I like that.
Let a gift see you carrying a silver sword made by gift.
Yep. And put little gift heads with little X's. for it.
Cool. So yeah, with that, you guys sail on back to Asfa'eia. Asfa'eia, with the currents, it takes you half as long, and there's no there's no big storms that come in. You pull up to dock easy enough and get your boat nice and set, pulled in. And I think before we meet Pothos again and you meet up with your crew, I think that's a good spot to end it. I think we should move forward with it next
Alright.
week.
Yeah.
That was fun. I'm glad you guys saw my Cobalt ship.
Yeah, it was
That was
cool.
awesome.
It was fun.
A weird thing. That
Aptly named.
I love it. It was a lot of fun to play.
I think
Funny-
Etrian's
funny
slowly going
kobolds,
is
man.
being influenced and going chaotic.
It's just part of
I
the
didn't
shoot.
I didn't
Look-
mean to, but I just
I think
I
you
just have to see what happens.
Look,
I
when
wouldn't-
the ship is chaotic in nature, like you can't help.
Ah, fuck it. I'm just gonna give this
So, like-
crazy cat this bag.
This is gonna be my favorite thing for this entire campaign.
So I had what 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So I had like 22 kobolds on that ship, right? So like they're only 5 HP each though, you know. So it's like one big swing.
Oh god, I just cleave them. Probably just step on one, right?
So it's I didn't know what you guys were gonna do, but that was fun. Oh hey, thanks for watching West March guys on night 2. I hope we could do more of this. We're getting, I think we have like what 14 people now.
Wow.
Something crazy. I know we have a lot of new faces that are going to be coming up, a lot of new friends that are going to be yeah, a lot of friends are going to be part of it. We may do a rare drop, a raid rare drop if we're ending soon, so stay tuned to check out some of our streams that we help support. And thanks for watching. As always, we will be back on next Monday for sure, maybe next Thursday, who knows, maybe a side quest, who knows. And I know for a fact we're bringing back the podcast, so get ready for West March guys content.
Whew.
Premium content, purchasable.
Good, we're gonna have t-shirts soon, so you better be ready. Thanks guys. We'll see
Ready
you
for that
soon.
market study.
Freeze frame.